Okay. That's now I can get the links, and I remember when YouTube wasn't terrible a lot about live streaming, but oh well. Oh fucking well. Yeah, so how is everybody today? Hope all is well. Just mentally about to I'm yawny right now. I suppose it happens. My companions are just gonna be a little late. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, cats and kittens?
I did just say you were going to be late.
Yep. But, gosh, I was gonna say, yes, Fallout 3 can surprisingly be kind of fun when you're not going against big ants with that take forever to kill at low level that breathe the fire.
Yep.
Obviously,
Which is a
don't know as
surprise.
much about game design as Hod Towered,
Hod-towered.
the inventor of video games. He knows just as well as you do that difficulty scales linearly, right? So a level 2 character should have twice as much hit points as a level 1 character. Level 3 character should have twice as many hit points as a level 2 one, right?
Alright.
For level 5 ants must have 10 times as many hit points as you at all times.
Of course, of course.
That is the basic theory of video game design, as outlined by Gabe Newell.
Yeah. Gotta love Gabe Newell and his good friend, Todd Coward.
Yeah, Hod Coward. Just replace the first syllable of... Are we actually live now, or are we just wasting this material?
Oh yeah, we're live.
We're okay. I see that we're live.
Yeah, because
Thank
we
you.
weren't actually streaming anything to this, so I was just going, what,
Sorry,
is this
I
a
forgot
pre-stream
again.
chat? Or are we just talking about nonsense? I just heated up some fried rice.
Nice.
This is all I've eaten today, is just fried rice.
Oh no. I mean,
Really?
It was really good fried rice.
yeah.
Now you
I
can
mean,
make a
Like made a little mini
Digimon.
omelette to go inside it.
yeah.
It's like roast cashew nuts in there.
Nice, nice. Sorry, I'm still thinking about ants having 10 times as many hit points as you, but yeah, gosh. It really is like that.
Really do be like that with ants.
Yeah. An ant could lift you on its back if it was the size of a cat. Do the ant dance. Do the ant dance. That's all I know about. I think it's from like a soap opera or something. For some reason that has stuck with me for years, despite me not being able to say when it was. Neighbours, maybe?
Oh great, now she's confused.
Are you talking about us or a character in the game?
Character in the game.
I mean, I'm also confused. That's a whole other thing.
Yep. Oh, no, I vaguely, yeah, I remember Dark mentioning how Fall 3 has like barely any like skill points, but also, you know, like more than half the perks kind of below. And now that I'm going through the game again, I'm like, huh, they do kind of blow. I was hoping like level 4 would like give me some decent ones, but it's just like, oh, do you want to have more points in some things?
You like skill points? Do you think of yourself as a conquistador?
Gosh.
What? There's a reason they dropped all of those skills for New Vegas, and it's because there is no reason to have them.
I mean, I can. Yeah.
Get more skill points, but like not enough to be worth taking is a choice they made.
Yeah, I know there's one at level 8. I was, you know, going through the rest of the list when I leveled up, and it's like at level 8, if you have endurance high enough or something, you can get 15 points in big guns. And I'm like,
Oh.
oh.
Hmm.
Which I guess it's different than the other ones. It's like, oh, you get 5 points in 2 separate skills. It's like, oh.
Yeah, every one of those skills is a waste of a level. Every single one. Like you're going to think, oh no, I can get lockpick early. I can get to rank that to get past this one door. It's not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I made the mistake of ranking up big guns really high just because I vaguely remember like finally finding a minigun the first time I played New Vegas.
Oh,
and New Vegas Fallout 3 and it being a blast. Oh, what's up?
I thought these things would cast flamethrower. They do not.
Oh.
Oh, so you're trying to get blue magic and they don't have it? No, that's not the case. Yeah. The real problem with Fallout 3, right, in regards to its level up system, isn't just that, you know, the skill perks or whatever they are completely worthless and that you should take literally anything else. It's that, like, they wanted to balance out the guns by having, like, oh yeah, you can find, like, low quality, like, laser guns, like, barely any shots left in them, but you can find them early on. It's meant to incentivize you to go, oh, do you put points into energy weapons? So you can, like, use these guns early on. You only have a few shots before they fall apart. It should be worth it. Except damage also scales a condition. So you find a broken down laser gun, which is objectively worse than your regular pistols in every way, and you just go, why do I even have this? And you toss it away. Because everything scales down. The price.
Well,
the
two party
condition
members are
down.
confused.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, someone got unconfused. That's good.
Yep, Gallo has defected to the rocket launcher side.
Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, for
That's
God's
what
sake!
Yeah. Because of that, you come across a minigun and it's like, oh, here's this big powerful gun, but you only have a limited number of shots, and the way that they did that was making it low condition, meaning it now has worse DPS than your pistol. And it's like,
Okay.
great, this was certainly a game design decision you made. Thanks, Rod Coward.
Yep. Also,
Thanks, Ron
Shout out.
Howard.
shout out to that little cherub that brings people back to life.
Yeah? Oh, the one you get a Phoenix down, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love it.
classic Final Fantasy image. And by classic, I mean SNES version.
Yeah. Anyway, New Vegas does it a little better just by, like,
God damn it.
you sometimes find guns in good condition that are worth actually using.
Except that energy weapons have this problem where the ashes or goo they can leave behind don't go away.
Oh, I never knew about that one.
Yeah, that's why you never want to use them in the overworld, or at least very little of that.
Whack. What was I going to say? I think I was going to mention. Oh yeah, that New Vegas also does one that they give you actually like sometimes you find a cool gun, and also you can make and also find / buy weapon repair kits that just it works for whatever weapon you use it with, and you just like fix it up by some amount. So it's like even if your repair skill isn't good and you can't find other copies of whatever weapon that is,
Oh
you
my
can still
god.
fix it up. It can be an investment, but it can be a worthwhile investment.
I just remembered how bad repair is in 3.
Yeah, it's like jury rigging. That skill or that perk is basically required if you want to repair any of your cool new unique weapons that you
Yeah,
find
because in
at that
Fallout
point.
3, the categories are much more narrow. So
And-
you have you can repair this gun that is a unique gun, there's only one in the whole world, and you can repair it only with another copy of itself. And it's like, how is that useful?
And also, when you repair them, you only repair them up to a certain point, unless your repair skill is maxed out.
Yep.
And guns do get worse the lower durability they are at.
Like they can
get
jam up.
significantly worse. It's not that they jam, it's that they fall apart in your hands.
Yeah, I mean that's part
Which
of it
is
because
astonishingly bad for early game laser weapons because they're all at pretty much zero condition.
yeah,
Yeah, you get 3 shots of a gun and it's worse than a pistol. Great. And you have to carry around like different ammo types for those too. New Vegas made that so much better. Like, repair is no
Hello.
longer a necessity.
Tajix.
Can invest in repair and get jury rigging, and it's amazingly strong, but it's not a requirement to finish the game.
yeah, and also oh yeah, I guess overall it's worth mentioning that weapons can be repaired to like 75% or
Oh,
they won't jam up.
Tamsin.
Yeah, like they're conditioned to like 75%, where they're pretty good, but like they still wear down or healed all the way up to or repair it all the way to like 100, so that you have a nice buffer where its stats won't decrease. And also,
So much for their defenses.
Wait, what's that? She said with a mouthful of rice because literally eating dinner right now.
Well. Oh, right, it's boss time. Crepes, look at the size of it.
guess that there's one last thing to take care of.
And let's not. Let's just rest for a while.
Let's not, and say we did.
I
We're
was
just
expecting the
gonna-
game to let you just.
I mean, you really
Leave.
need a nap, so.
God, speaking of which, I kind of left the kid from those those side quests alone for a bit because I'm like, oh, I need to go buy some more ammo and repair things. Oh yeah, another problem with Fallout 3 is that you can go to like merchants to get like to repair your items. It's just really expensive. It's just ludicrously expensive, especially at early level.
Yeah, you might as well just buy a new gun in literally any case where you're repairing it that way. If you really want to keep a unique gun, then I think the only NPC who ever gets to max their repair skill is Moira,
Wow.
proving that she's again the. Oh, here's the soul cannon.
The soul
All
cannon.
aboard the soul cannon. Wait,
Thank
that's
you,
not
Martha. Oh, wait, I gotta check to see if there's anything special about it.
Yeah.
Oh god, the person I'm using a guide for used the fucking basically saw the cutscene that you get for sleeping at that 3 inn at the first time.
Hey, Tijex. I just now noticed the YouTube stream.
Oh no, it had
Hi.
the launchers have a level multiple of 5. Oh, if only it had level 5 death.
Yeah, that would have cut a lot of time out of this fight.
Yeah, especially since level 5 death always works.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't actually have YouTube on open, so... Ah. Okay, now I do.
Okay. We're just gonna...
I hope you enjoy Fallout 3 chat, because that's probably what you're gonna get tonight.
Oh, it looks like Omega weapons. The sensor module. Funny you should say that. Safety lock offline.
Oh boy.
This is the game that introduced Omega weapon. Well, there goes that launcher.
Nice.
Barrel pressure rising. Yep, wait. Haste.
Right. Now I'm just remembering Final Fantasy X, and I guess one of my oddly favorite boss is I guess the most memorable, one of the most memorable ones, is you're going up against a Magitech weapon that gets pissed off at you if you use magic, or I think it has like some sort of anti-magic device that if you break it if you knock it offline for like some turns, it charges up like a big fuck off cannon.
Yeah.
And just trying to balance not dying from the big laser and also being able to heal or whatever and blast it with spells.
Well, I have Protect.
That would half your attack.
I'm not sure if it's gonna work on this. Not sure if it counts as...
I think a couple of streams ago I mentioned the useless, useful spell section of TV tropes like Fallout 3 and how it's got almost every perk in the game on it.
Yeah.
And that pretty much sums it up. The
TV tropes sucks.
Mysterious Stranger is one of the better perks in the game and is also fundamentally completely worthless.
Yeah.
It's very funny and occasionally will just trivialize a fight, but also, yeah,
Well, it's sapping me, so I'll just regen to counter it.
Nice.
Hell, there's a prototype enemy in this game that is basically the Omega weapon, but not. Like a way easier version of it. Oh, what the hell? Axes are supposed to, like, ignore defense a certain amount at least.
Maybe this thing has some sort of weird, like, feature or something? Property, that's what I'm looking for.
Watch out, it ignores your ability to ignore defense.
Yeah, thanks, game. Oh, I can't tell who's reaching.
Useless useful spell. Mr. Sandman and Cannibal. The former lets you stealth kill sleeping people, the latter lets you eat corpses
right.
for healing. Both glitch
Yay!
occasionally and cause entire settlements to turn hostile.
Yeah.
And it's like, they already weren't great. Mr. Sandman lets you kill anyone as long as they're already completely helpless and asleep. And it's like, you just stab them. I have never taken that perk, and I've never seen anyone say, oh, I'll take that perk.
Actually,
the fortress still flying in the sky or something? I didn't have a chance to see what the characters are saying after reading it, other than we'll see or something.
yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, level 4 white magic. I'm gonna change his job to... Where is it? Where's the Mystic Knight? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I need my character, my physical fighters to not be blinded.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's Nerves of Steel, which increases AP regeneration. It increases it by a rate of 1 per minute.
Oh.
You get your AP back, like you can get your full bar of AP back in about 30 seconds. So, this is a card you get like level 20 or so. It is completely worthless, especially since I think it's around the same time you get Grim Reaper's Sprint, the best perk in the game.
Yeah.
Because you can use a Grim Reaper's Sprint, you just spam it out. Every time you kill something, you get all of your AP back. Like, they nerfed it to you get 15 AP back in Fallout New Vegas, and it's still one of the best in the game. Literally, like, 1/8 of what it does in Fallout 3, and it is still astonishingly lethal.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Is kind of a high level perk. At the time you've got it, you're just one-shotting everything and perpetually in bullet times that can't actually hurt you.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Does going into VATS in Fallout 3 and New Vegas inherently increase your critical chance or anything, or is that only for? Because sometimes it
I
feels
don't
like
know.
you get crits more in
It
VATS.
feels like you do. The main benefit in Fallout 3 is you're utterly, utterly invulnerable in that mode. Which means you can do things like point blank, pull out the Fat Man, go into VATS, and just
Oh,
unload.
I need
As long
someone.
as it
Wow.
doesn't end before the explosion does, you're perfectly safe.
I need someone with control. Damn.
New Vegas doesn't give you that invulnerability, and Fallout 4, if anything, makes you more vulnerable when doing it.
Yeah, I think the trade-off in 4 was the fact that you can actually guarantee crits, or you can build up a bar to get a guaranteed crit.
There's some benefit to doing it anyway.
Also, that enemy design was cool as hell. Like, I love that weird wheel pendant
You.
thing. Loot? Huh.
I need control. Also, these are invisible pathways.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is meant to be like a guy chained to the wheel. Except for the face and his torso, I guess.
Oh yeah. Now I see it.
There's like being a head at the top and arms holding onto the sides. Yeah. When you become a fan, this is what you turn into.
Yeah, that's why I need control.
But speaking of actually good games, our very own Dark Wizard James Mason has been playing Legend of Grimrock, a game that I will not shut up about being really good.
Yeah.
Now, when I was a kid, we had an Amiga with Eye of the Beholder and a couple of other games of that type. Which is why I know a lot about that weird dungeon crawling genre that kind of died out with the advent of 3D. It's a really neat aesthetic for games though, and it's great that there are a few more modern ones like Legend of Grimrock, Aeon of Sands.
Damn.
What was the other one called? There's a steampunk one. There's a stone mask. You can create Dio now.
Some things a stone mask can't do.
I love how it specifically create Dio, not vampires.
I mean, honestly, not many of the other vampires in the series use the stone mask, at least not in the same way.
Yeah?
Golden armor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Increases defense slightly.
Yeah, I appreciate that the Legend of Grimrock opening cutscene actually shows your characters are chained together by the legs. That's why they can't split up from their formation for the entire game. It's a funny gag to have that, despite it being, you know, a pretty serious opening sequence.
You'd love to see it.
If only I had White Wind. Then we'd be swimming in dough.
Yeah, White Wind is is one of the better healing spells in a couple of the Final Fantasy games. I know it is in 7. And you get it off enemy skill, but that means you need to manipulate or confuse enemies to get it.
Hey, guess what I'm trying to do?
Mm-hmm. You know what? Seeing you walk back and forth kind of reminds me that I appreciate Bravely Default for just having options in the start menu to increase it was you could just turn off random counters, decrease it by half, set to normal, or increase it by 2 times the normal rate. And like for a game that's pretty grindy, it's built around it, and it gives you tools to manipulate that. Which, no, that's mighty fun. Yeah, that's mighty fun of them.
Yeah, if you're going to put that in a game, you might as well, not make it inconvenient for the player.
Those are Roken Knights, and this is called the Roken Fortress.
Danganronken.
I was gonna. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the walking back and forth thing always puts me in mind of Pokemon, hatching eggs or looking for monsters to fight. Just mashing left and right for hours on end.
The RPG experience.
Yeah. I know that it's a common thing among a lot of RPGs, so... Like, I can forgive it in a game this old because,
There it is.
they just didn't know better at the time. People literally did not have anything better to do with their time.
Yeah. Gosh. Sorry, just thinking about it. It was just like, yeah. I know a lot of people, especially when they're
You
kids,
son of a bitch, Bartz!
What?
Yeah, Bartz is going to Berserk. Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe you should switch off his Berserk mode.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. Tanking hits.
Yeah.
Naughty berserkers have to take hits to tone this. They get. Sorry. I was gonna go over that.
Bad and naughty warriors of light have to take the cover skill to atone for their sins.
Yeah, I also played Final Fantasy XIV earlier. Finally got to Black Mage. And I don't mean like the class before, I mean actually upgrade the class to the Black Mage one.
Black Mage James Mason.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't even have to draw new fan art for that one.
Yeah.
New farts.
Shark Wizard's James Mason sometime in the last few days, but also I have not been sleeping properly in the last few days.
Oh, that was
So
from a dream.
I genuinely don't know. Oh right, yeah, I did put it in a secret streamer chat called Catacombs.
It's
I
where
don't
we
know
keep
how to like the kind of weird anthro shark that furries sometimes do, because I just sometimes see it and go, huh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's fair, because it doesn't really look like a shark.
It barely resembles a shark.
Eh, sharks are cats of the sea.
I mean, I don't think that's true.
It's very true.
No, what is true is that sharks, they're very smooth.
And?
Yeah, absolutely smooth. You can just pet them. It's great.
Like cats. Okay, I only need one.
You find a friend and a shark.
Yep.
Hook the snit.
Peace. Of course, you're gonna have to draw more different fan art when I become a red mage.
I mean, I don't have to draw anything, and in fact, I can't right now, because I just can't focus on doing that.
Well, I mean, it's eventually thing.
I mean, it's something we can do if we feel like it.
When it happens.
Yeah, I'm looking at the list of perks in Fallout 3 again, it's like... There's a thing that they keep doing in Fallout games, which is give you a perk which is level up immediately. But
Oh, that.
in Fallout 3, the only real benefit from leveling up is getting perks, so...
That's more
That's
useful.
still points.
Yeah, it's next to worthless. It is. There are worse skills in the list, but also, yeah.
Because, yeah, it's just, you know, another one is just the experience one, that you get extra experience, but then you just kind of level up faster. But, like, everything else also levels up with you.
Yeah, there's the animal friend skill.
Ah,
which is,
crap.
They're saying it's bad in Fallout 3, but it's still better than most of the perks in the game. At rank 1, it just means animals never attack you, and it's like, okay. It's not a great skill to have, but it's, like, convenient.
The level up
ignore
immediately.
something is.
Level up immediately skill is more worth it for speed runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's...
Speedruns don't need much help in Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Because the trick to that is just beeline to somewhere near the end of the game, because you can skip most of the main quest line if you know where you're going.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wonder how absurd speedruns have gotten for Fallout 3.
Pretty absurd, yeah.
Like,
There's very little you actually need to do to finish the game.
I've never made him a ninja.
Oh wow, yeah, it's level 0.
The kunai with chain.
Oh wow,
Hey, you! Wait, I can't do an accent. Hey, you! That's not it. Can someone do a better job?
Hey,
than me?
Yug!
Yeah, close enough. Yeah. Anyway, Joey's class is Berserker. Possibly Barbarian.
He was like
Make him
warrior
like
in
a-
that one.
Yeah, he has like a loincloth and an animal skull. And
Yeah.
I once, for this year's Cup of Greed, there was an entry who was, what she was called, what she called, Peefy the Cave Duelist or something, and her gimmick
Yeah.
was, she was like the unfrozen cave woman duelist or something.
That
And
I
it's
loved
like-
it.
It was a great gimmick, and I wish it had gone further. Because it's such a, like, it writes itself, really. And, like, I kind of contributed a joking piece of lore, which is her friend back in the Stone Age was Joey's ancestor, and he got the family name Wheeler is because he invented the wheel. He was trying to invent the first yo-yo, and he
Oh,
got tragically crushed to death by it.
honestly, that the unfrozen caveman duelist does sound like something from GX.
Yeah, it never actually has that exact combination of things, but it's like you could see it happening. Because there's the like Tarzan duelists, there's a couple of duelists who are very much from different times. Like there's another pharaoh who has time traveled to fight them.
Oh, the Tarzan duelist is funny because the reason he became that was so he could get better at getting lunch.
Yeah, he wanted the golden egg witch, so he mastered the skill of drawing cards because it's the same as reaching into a bag of sandwiches and getting the one you want. And to do this, he had to become Tarzan, like he lived out in the jungle, snatching things falling from a waterfall with his bare hands. He just meditated out in the jungle every day. He was just shirtless and feral, and he was technically still a student.
What?
And just nobody asked why he wasn't showing up to classes because it's like, you know what, things are weird enough, we may as well just let this happen.
Wow.
Because in a school you've got little Belowski, a tiny boy with like the aura that puts people to sleep just by being near him, so you need to have like separate containment dorms just for him.
Oh yeah, and they turn him
Like, he has his
into
own dorm building, and he's the only one living there because no one else can survive being around.
they turn him into a Big Lebowski joke in the dub.
Yeah, and you know, it kind of works. He's got that vibe. It's just so chill.
Wow.
Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, shithead?
Yeah. Honestly, Cup of Greed is great just for the ridiculous concepts people come up with. Like, I went the opposite way and did the astronaut from Space Duel Academy. And I really wanted to fight that cave woman because it would be perfect, but I got knocked out like 2 rounds in.
Yeah, unfortunately, I really wanted to see
This is-
Cave Woman versus astronaut, Ghost Astronaut.
Yeah, like the joke of the Lost Kavanaugh was basically that it was me making up increasingly absurd facts about space and just saying like, oh yeah, I lived on the International Space Station and we played cards to settle fights because otherwise we'd depressurize the cabin by, you know, fighting with weapons. And then it's this increasingly like bizarre descriptions of decrepit space station where everyone is clearly not going to survive. It's like, why did you have a card game in school in space? Yeah.
That's slightly better.
Yeah, I think next year I'll focus on actually having a decent deck this time. Because I can build it, it's just I was dialing it back so much after blitzing everyone with Pogliacci last time. Because people saw, oh haha, funny monster clown, and forgot I actually knew how to play the game.
Their one weakness. Someone who knows how to play the game.
Like, for all of the shenanigans, it turned out I'd actually built a very effective combo deck that just dismantled most of the other ones in the tournament. Like, if you went to that fight and you didn't have monster removal, you could not actually hurt me.
No.
Because I could just tank behind one monster forever because I could make them effectively impossible to beat in battle. The trade-off being, of course, that all my monsters capped out are like 1200 attack.
Huh.
Which usually wasn't an issue because they also came with, you know, effects that destroyed other monsters.
Nice.
Yeah. It's just, you know, the cave woman Joe has kind of suffered from GX not actually having any good dinosaurs.
Whack.
Oh, Alania.
So apparently this one knows 1,000 meals, but will only do it if it's controlled.
Yeah.
Don't
So
you just...
you either need a cactus or you need to fight a snake lady?
Yeah. The Snady?
So much respect for snake ladies.
Yeah. All the respect for Snake Ladies, which, to go on the tangent, like, I never read or, like, watched what was that show? Monster Musume, like that harem anime or whatever.
I
just-
also have never watched it. I know of it.
Yeah,
But it's one of the ones where, yeah, it's just a guy dating a bunch of monster girls.
or I guess not dating a bunch of monster girls is the key
What's
thing.
point then?
Yeah, cause I remember when I learned the anime, it's just like one of the first
Yeah,
things you
it's,
see is him being grumpy, like waking up in bed, like a
Yeah,
lion
see,
cuddling him, and just like,
It has 1,000
like
needles.
you telling me? Oh wow, that's a lot of needles. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was like,
One
you get the
thousand damage, which is staggeringly deadly in some fights.
yeah,
I mean, you don't even have 1,000 hit points here.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are so many of these ones where it's bland anime protagonist with no distinguishing features sometimes attracts a bunch of monster girls.
and it's like, you're not even happy with the monster girls.
It's
like,
yeah, what?
then again, it's harem animes are just kind of like that by default of just like
Yeah, they kind of are because you
the
need
main
to have
character is just
like,
bland.
yeah, you need to have the options left open so that people can project onto the character and their favorite. Well, it's like polyamory is a thing, guys. It's 2021. You can just do that.
You can just do that.
Oh, that
Just
reminds
form
me
a monster
of.
girl polycule.
That reminds me of one of the straightest monster girl writers ever, the Monster Girl Encyclopedia guy. Good God. That guy is super fucking straight.
I mean,
And also,
most
like,
of these ones are, and so yeah.
and also,
Yeah.
like,
Come on.
he writes the Monster Girls specifically to, like, have only one partner for life for basically all of them.
Whack.
Also, he does not, like, even think about monster boys or even, like, consider, like, trans monster girls stuff.
Of course. If yeah, I mean, it always kind of feels like the people that are like, oh, they have to be together for life, or like writing about sentient species. It gets kind of weird and Catholic. I kind of want to say, like, apparently
Yeah.
in Lord of the Rings, elves can only get married once. Did that mean that they settle differences in the marriages, or ever like kind of basically wanted divorce? Ever like no, they still want to divorce sometimes. Just they're not allowed to get divorced because because it was written by a Catholic man who wanted this very Catholic species, I guess.
Yeah, that's
No.
like a lot of Tolkien's biases are like present there.
Yeah, he actually did apologize for the stuff with the orcs.
Oh,
But,
he
like,
did.
Yeah, he's like
How much of a
Forgotten
apology?
Because it's such an old book series, and it's like you can't really judge them by the standards of, well, okay, we can, but
Yeah.
like
And
I
also-
mean, if Lord of the Rings was written like a year ago, I'd be a lot more harsh on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
His
kind
time
of.
would have been completely out of whack because of that.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
like
but
other
What would you
writers, he's
base
actually
all of her
capable
fantasy on.
of apologizing.
Yeah.
yeah. I remember reading something a bit ago that when talking about, when critiquing various like authors or and the such from like different time periods, that often it's like, oh, they're the product of their time, but sometimes they're the producers of their time. They helped kind of keep that going, or make
Yeah,
it more
it's like
mainstream
you
or
can't
something.
say J.K. Rowling is a product of her time because she is very much a producer of her time. She is very much the one pushing an agenda. that is
Yeah.
actually contrary to a lot of what other people are saying.
Yeah,
And
like
obviously, this, if you're watching this stream, you know that we kind of don't really like her at this point, to put it
yeah.
bluntly.
Uh,
Ah,
but yeah, with something like Token, it's been so long that there's no point to really, like there's time to critique, to critique it, but no point in getting like too worked up over it at times. Unless you're, I don't know. Well, I guess specifically going over things like, oh wait, no, this is actually way more messed up than I remember, or something. That makes sense, but just kind of
Oh god, that reminds
talking
me
about it.
of when The Simpsons made an episode.
oh, the Apu one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or rather,
no.
one about the Apu problem.
Oh yeah, and they say, oh well, you can't change it, so don't try. And then they look at the camera, directly at the camera.
And there's a framed picture of Apu just there. And it's like, why do they have a framed picture of him on their bedside table? And it's obvious what they're doing. It's that, oh well, we shouldn't be held accountable for this.
Don't get angry at us.
For the time, like in the 90s, I can't really like judge them for having a stereotype, but Apu was kind of very much a stereotype of.
Oh my
like,
god, and it
the-
only got worse over
Yeah.
time.
But the thing is, if The Simpsons had ended
Holy shit.
in the year 2000, say, I would go, okay, that's years ago, fair enough, whatever. You can't really judge them as harsh on it. If it ended in 2010, I'd be going, okay, by then they should have known better. But, sure, it's over, there's no point relitigating it. The fact it's still around and they're still defending this decision to keep this character who is, at points, just a racial caricature. Like,
Yeah.
there are points where he has had, like, his own character, he's had his own episodes and stuff, and that
Oh.
point is long since passed.
Jesus.
He's just a stereotype now.
I just can't stop thinking about his arranged marriage.
Yeah, because in itself, like, that was an alright episode, but
God,
also
it sucks.
it leads to so much that isn't.
I don't recall that episode at all, so I can't really say anything.
Yeah, it probably actually turns out to be way worse than I remember, like.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, probably. I haven't actually seen that one since. Probably since it aired, actually. But again, like, if The Simpsons had ended any time in the last 20 years or so, instead of still being an ongoing show which is still perpetuating stereotypes, then, it'd be a different story. Time to go in the hole.
Oh, having a geomancer prevented me from falling down the hole that one time, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I would have fell in.
Okay.
Oh, weird. Neat though, I guess. But yeah, gosh. I mean, I don't really remember Apu much other than like, wasn't that great, and like, honestly, the one thing I remember the most is just that one out of context screenshot of Apu taking a shot for someone, where people just like write like, oh, Elon Musk, and then like weird nerds who defend him. Like,
Yeah.
just
Apu.
that's the only thing I
He also
really.
gets to chew out Skinner on the Billy and the Clonosaurus thing.
Oh yeah, that's really funny. That was a
Yeah.
bit that was great.
And the thing is, like, that's not a joke about him being like. That's not a joke about, oh, he's from India, therefore. It's a joke about he's a fairly well-educated guy who, would absolutely call Skinner out on You've got look. No, everyone is going to know you just ripped off Jurassic Park.
It just goes off. It's
Yeah,
great.
he just goes off, and like time passes. It's sundown by the time he's finished, and it's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just gosh. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this came from thinking about like people who are producers of their time, and yeah, just because yeah, gosh, just like Lord of the Rings gave a lot that like not yeah gave a lot to fantasy, and just more of people also took a lot of just like, oh, I guess we'll make it like this without thinking why, and they just kind of we're just kind of stuck with it, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the reason we're stuck with a lot of the more unfortunate tropes and things like Dungeons and Dragons is, well, it's always been that way since
Well,
Tolkien.
Part of that is also because Gary Gygax sucks.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the other people on his team also sucks.
Yeah.
Do you know that he met like one of them when they were like 15 and he was like 30 in wargaming?
Ay.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild, right? Can you imagine forming a company like some like 15-year-old that you just
Mhm.
met, and it's like that's so weird.
I mean, I went to games clubs a lot when I was younger, and you'd always get like the weird older guys who were weirdly into their specific wargame faction, like in their 30s or 40s.
Yeah,
Which is, usually just harmless fun unless they were really into like playing historical war games only as Germans,
uh,
and you know the type.
oh yeah,
Yeah. If you've been in any war games club, you have met someone like that and regretted it instantly.
oh
Yeah. But yeah, that meant that I did hang
Oh,
out with
wait.
a lot of people like 20 years older than me at gaming clubs.
yeah. I just don't realize that.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you know how it is when you're like telling a fun childhood story and then people turn around and go, dude, are you okay? Do you need a hug? And you're like, huh? It turns out
Fuck!
it's just
Damn
something you
it!
thought was normal.
Didn't. Fuck, I thought I pushed the wrong red button. Fucking cocks!
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
That's what.
No.
Fuck you.
Mithril. God. Sorry, I'm just still thinking about, like, like what all did we get from like just people copying Lord of the Rings? Well, obviously how elves and orcs are like
Or,
two
yeah,
big obvious ones of just like
those are literally just taking the Lord of the Rings versions and just putting them with other settings, or they make a lot less sense. But they made as much sense even in the original because, yeah.
yeah. And oh yeah, the goblins, like goblins in like
Goblins are
traditional folklore were
wildly
like
variable,
yeah.
mostly as people try and get away from the particularly bad tropes surrounding them. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
And more towards the
Like-
particularly horny tropes surrounding them.
God.
you kind of
Shush.
cut off there, but I think I also caught what you were saying, which is the horror tropes surrounding them, and you're not wrong.
You're not wrong, but anyway, to continue.
But on the other hand, like,
Oh,
sure, I'll take that over the really, like, kind of gross, disgusting, racist ones.
yeah, same. But oh yeah, I was gonna say that in a lot of like European folklore, like goblins are usually some type of fey folk or fairy or something, and because of like Tolkien, now they're just like some in more traditional fantasy after Token, they're like some
Yeah.
sort of evil like
They're
thing that
always
just wants to
chaotic
destroy
evil,
culture.
they're tiny green men, and they have all sorts of awful baggage surrounding them.
Yep.
Especially if you're J.K. Rowling and think, I'll uncritically put this into my story.
I mean,
Look,
In fact, it's somehow more offensive than the Tolkien version.
yeah.
she has her own
I mean,
baggage.
It's like,
is it
Tolkien wasn't
uncritically or
perfect,
just
but he's from like decades before, and he somehow didn't fall into as bad a version.
yeah?
Yeah,
It's then again, is it uncritically or did she just
I mean,
was
she
just
did it
fine
on
with it?
purpose. She just
Yeah.
thought, it's fine, I see the world this way, everyone else must. And then
Yeah.
just had the like audacity to then turn around and, accuse other people of doing that. Oh well,
Yeah.
I'm not the racist one, you are.
No, I remember her
Yeah.
like talking about like body image or like something or like fat phobia or something when like the only character or the only woman who's like I think the only women who are like actually said or stated to be like fat or overweight or anything tend to be just the evil ones, and it's like that's like you're really terrible with that too, but
Yeah,
of course
she
in
has
her mind,
severe fat phobia. Like, you can tell just by reading her books that, oh right, she really hates anyone who's overweight.
yeah,
She's
anyone who doesn't fit her
Yeah.
criteria of what people should be.
I mean, yeah, obviously I don't exactly fit her criteria
Her
regardless.
her very thin and narrow criteria.
Yep.
I didn't
Nice.
intend for that to be a
But-
joke.
Yeah. Now, we may talk badly about J.K. Rowling a lot in this stream.
But we should talk worse about
Immediately
her.
ends. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? This is going back on to talk about like things we get from Token that don't really make too much sense like in different settings. But like the fact that like in D&D is the biggest one on my mind right now of just how humans kind of dominate the world when it seems like literally like there's probably several other fictional races that
Yeah.
could do it. Would probably be more in control of the world.
Yeah, but
Like,
I think
Actually-
TV tropes calls this most writers are humans.
And
Yeah.
like,
I mean, not all of them.
yeah, she made it a point to point out the statue that's in the ministry and how kind of evil it is. It's like humans ruling over the non-human people. But then the ministry is actually good, actually, as long as the bad people aren't ruling it.
But yeah, they replaced the evil racist statue with a slightly more evil, slightly more racist statue, and it's like Harry Potter's there going, wow, they're saying the quiet part loud.
God,
That's the only objection to it. No, wow, they are standing on like magical creatures. Oh, dinosaur.
dinosaur.
It's funny
Dinosaur.
is at the
Dinosaur
start
dragon, I
of the
suppose.
battle, it has a weakness
believe
to
this.
wind.
Yeah, it has a really high defense.
Yep,
Ugh.
you're
That's
supposed
horrible.
to hit it with magic.
Yeah.
And it also absorbs the wrong stuff.
No.
Thing
Lovely.
is, like, there's a kernel of a good story in Harry seeing the statue of the racist ministry, and then the slightly more racist ministry having an even worse one and going, oh ha, these people are both terrible, they should be torn down and replaced with something better. And it's playing up. There's a whole, like, running undercurrent which you can almost read as subtext into of him standing up for other like creatures and races and stuff. Like he tried, he saved the hippogriff. He, let that snake free, and he
That
saved
snake.
Dovey and stuff like that. And you could spin that into an actual conclusion where he helps people instead of becoming a cop.
That snake is the one
Exactly the
snake.
same system that created all of the problems he didn't solve.
That
Great.
snake. That snake
Yeah.
he helped out was the one snake that wasn't evil in the series.
Yeah, and it's like,
It also says thanks Amiga.
I'm not going to like obviously the books are pretty indefensible at this point, but as a kid reading them, I'm like, oh, huh, cool, talking snake.
Yeah. You know, like,
It's like, not all of them are evil, you don't have to do that.
yeah. Oh, no, I was gonna say, like, to get, there is that kind of weird small glimpse of there could have been something here with what
There's
came
fragments of it, and only in retrospect you go, oh wow, she didn't intend for us to read into any of that.
Yeah,
It
like,
just wasn't there.
or I guess, it's not, it wasn't her intent for it to be there, because, like, I guess that's worth pointing out, of, like, if any, text, or any, like, piece of art is just, even if it wasn't meant to be there, it's, like, kind of, I mean, here, with the author's intent, it's like, oh, it's very important to be aware of like, her
Yeah.
intent was the exact opposite somehow, but, like,
Don't give her any money. Like,
What?
if you're watching this and you are giving money to the
Actio
creator of
Avis
the
was
Harry Potter
revived.
series, you are my enemy, and I am going to hunt you down like a dog.
Look at it, such enemy. Is this the true
Yeah.
power of the crystals? Such energy.
much, wow. Sorry, I had to go there.
This is one where it flips its physical and magic defense, yeah? Or is this a different boss? I can't remember. Yeah.
Oh yeah, now he's immune to all elements.
Yep.
And he's level 20, so I can't fucking...
Is Thousand Needles elemental?
No. But I don't have blue magic.
Alright. So maybe you should have had that.
Yeah,
Then
maybe.
again, it would really hurt you in the first half of the fight, I suppose.
Oh, god damn it.
Tusk. Hurtfully
Okay,
Black
maybe switching swords will
Why
help.
don't you tell me if you're gonna stay?
Okay, good.
Why don't you tell me if you're going away?
Raise? It's not gonna work.
Tell me what's going on.
Oh, good. Hit points to...
Oh, hit points to single digits.
Ooh.
Oh, luckily you got the 9 hit points, the best possible one you could have. Don't say that you love me.
Oh, wait, no, that...
Just tell me you want me. Tusk. And like 5-minute drum solo.
What is
Oh.
this, Inagai Davida?
Fleetwood Mac's Tusk. Off the album with the same name. There's a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure stand named after it. It's the little elephant dude from part 7.
I didn't get to part 7 yet.
Yeah, you should. It's great.
I'm still on part 5.
Neat. I remember. Wait, what's it? Oh yes, I remember part 5. Yeah, part 5.
Ah, this
Pretty fun.
sucks.
A lot of aspects. Oh no! Speaking of JoJo. Oh no, Mary, you're the one who mentioned that. I was about to mention that one fan animation. It kind of does a lot for
Oh,
animatic.
yeah, that
God
one.
damn it!
What's it
Black,
called?
Black Hole. No, it's not called Black Hole Sun.
Black Hole
There's-
Sun is the stand from
Yeah.
it. It's named for a
Oh,
Soundgarden song.
killed it.
And if you've seen the video, you know what it is.
Yeah,
Killed it by throwing a shuriken at it.
It's something Blood Sun Vendetta. It's
Yeah,
set in Mexico,
yeah.
and it's actually like pretty good. It's, like there's a lot
Good
of effort
work.
put
Very
into it.
good.
I love that surprise face Lena did being pushed around.
Father!
Papa! Papa. I'm sorry, but that's so funny coming out of Ferris.
Earth crystals should be just ahead. Goddamn. We're reviving you.
We had to revive Lena so that she can go back in her sleepy time pajamas. Which I adore
Goddamn.
that they look like pajamas. It looks like a mix between trying to wear a suit, like, you know, like it kind of looks like a tie that she's wearing with a white shirt
I
with
feel like she should be holding like one of those little candle holders
yes,
to
exactly.
hold around. It's adorable though.
It's really adorable.
It's
I
like
love it.
that little sleeping cap. Like you can say what you will about this. There's a lot of like effort put into the different types of sprites for each classes.
Oh yeah.
So you know it may be a bit finicky to switch them all around constantly, but also you know sprite work.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of switching stuff around,
Time to unequip everything and re-equip it. I think
Yep.
I'm actually gonna pop off for a drink.
Alright.
Yeah. Let's get some fruit juice.
Nice.
okay.
Earth crystal.
Father!
Papa!
This is bad. Something's gotta be controlling him.
That voice. I wasn't expecting that for Gold.
Bart, stop!
Don't even try it.
Step aside, woman! With the form you get added like this, it'll be easier to destroy you all. I'm just gonna get back in line.
Yep. Get back in marching order.
Another meteor. God, what is this, Homestuck?
I'm not a fan of puppeteers. I have nagging fear that somebody's pulling all the strings. I don't remember the rest of
Just threw a thing at him.
Discord, but yay!
Grandpa! Grandpa, I'm so glad you're okay. Jesus, awkward. Oh, wait. Yeah. Krilly, you're Krilly.
Then he does a fist bump.
Meow. Grandpa, I miss you so much. Father.
Papa!
Oh, don't worry, I just hit him with a little strike of thunder. He should be okay. His heart's not beating! Where? Lena? Sarissa? Sarissa, is that you? This is awkward. About as awkward as a zombie. Really is you, Sarissa. I can't believe it. You're alive.
Papa! Papa! Sorry, just saying Papa. Saying calling people Papa is just kind of inherently funny at times.
Oh.
Oh,
Shit.
broke. Whack.
And new music is playing.
That's always a bad sign. Are we gonna slam dunk around this town that's in that forest?
No, that's not the forest we're at.
Oh.
X-Death. Gull, it's good to see you again. For it means I have returned.
Oh.
Crystals, obey my magic. Give me your power. Smite these vermin. You think we're gonna just sit back and let you do whatever you...
Oh, never mind, he did.
Bart!
Huh, now the crystals have been destroyed. Next shall be your world, Ghost!
Father! Papa!
Pa. Sarasa, Lena, Bartz, and you, warriors from another world, I didn't learn your names. This is awkward. For your work is still unfinished. You must now allow the world to disappear to nothingness. Lay of the earth, come forth and reclaim your essence from me. I actually don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, that's not helping. That's not helping. Okay, maybe we can... Oh! Nope!
Father! Papa!
Say more words, Ferris. Get back! The crystal must be safe! Okay, let's try this one more time. I can... Well, okay, this is different. I can do this. Okay, I think I made a new crystal.
Oh, wow. That... Father, hold on! You can't die!
Sarasa, forgive me. I wasn't much of a father. I'm just bad at this. Lena, Sarasa, please stay together. Calm each other's strength. Bartz, take care of them, as I cannot. You other people, I have nothing to say to you.
Wait, don't leave us!
I really just, this is kind of awkward. Bye.
Thank you for That's I did honestly appreciate the touch of, you know, the crystals looking like they're forming together, just to fall apart again.
Meow. Meow. Distinguished in the shard, a warrior spirit, samurai, dragoon, dancer, chemist. What's going on?
It's the ruins. They're still falling. They're falling.
Everyone, let's get out of here. Everybody, to the airship.
Lena, come on!
No, she doesn't get any lines. I don't have to say anything now. I can.
Okay, now she's part of the party too.
Oh yeah, no, speaking of the dancer...
Oh, we missed a
You have
chest.
5 characters in the party at once.
Oh.
Very useful.
Oh, Hold fast. This will be a bumpy ride. I wish I can read that. Oh, whatever. Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of the dancer. Oh no, more cutscenes happening. I'll hold off.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of cutscene.
Lena.
Father, he's gone, isn't he?
So your voice changed.
Hmm?
I'm king of the world!
Yeah, we've got to get moving, and now...
Huh? What's going on?
It all came back to me. I remember everything. Every little thing, as if it were only yesterday. No, I don't get to this song. Okay, Exdeath is an evil warlock in my world. 30 years ago, he came here to destroy this world's crystals. I and 3 others, the Dawn Warriors, sealed him with the power of the crystals.
Kind of a bad move on your part.
In retrospect, yes, everything was fine for 30 years. We thought it was all over. But it turns out it is all under. Something bad was happening to the crystals. Once we figured it out, we took the meteors and came back here. But I was too late. Exdeath has not only been freed, but has returned to our world.
It's because we used too much of the crystal's powers, right? Nah.
No, we were the ones who left Exdeath in the world in the first place.
Oh yeah, it was your fault, wasn't it?
Yes, it's kind of our bad. Really taking an L on that one. Back in, no, okay, I was gonna actually read the actual one. Sure,
I mean, you basically said what was in that
I hear
text
you the
box.
gist. It's okay.
So you guys are really going back?
Yes, we've got Seal Exdeath again. Kyle's meteorite, we still have some juice left. Meteorite juice, that's a thing I remember existed. Probably only enough for one more trip, though. Bart, Selena, Faris, thank you so much for everything. I'll miss you guys. My home planet needs me.
What kind of nonsense is that? We're going with you!
No, you're not. This is the last meteorite.
We really all
Destroy the dinosaurs.
we all are chosen by the crystal, dumbass.
And if you went to my world, you'd never be able to come back here. Not unless you found more meteorite juice, and that's just not a thing. I just made it up. Very well.
God,
Goodbye.
Oh, she's cute.
yeah.
Bye.
I was gonna say, like,
Oh, really?
Is that how you pronounce it? Oh god. I've embarrassed myself in front of 2 streamers and like 1 person watching.
Did you pronounce it?
To the tens of thousands of people watching this VOD in the future, attack. Kill.
Well,
yes. Also, we're down a furry
Be
member.
party members forever.
I thought you said we're down a
Also-
furry member.
Yeah.
Maybe we can recruit that wolf guy. Or is he dead now?
Yes,
That
he is.
Phoenix Down.
That place got blown up.
Also, wait, what was I gonna say? Oh, yes, I love the fact that their way of traveling to other worlds is via slamming a meteorite into it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not a good idea. Like,
imagine, like the interplanetary conflicts that could happen because it's like, oh, you slammed a meteorite in into our planet. Like, we're not cool with that, and we have the means of stopping like that. We're sorry, homies, but we're gonna go to war. Like, we're gonna stop. Like, we're gonna kick your ass for this one. Sorry about that, but yeah, no, just absolutely not cool with that.
power armlet.
For a
Nothing
second, I thought you
has.
said power armor.
There actually is. So funny thing in the first Saga game, which was called Final Fantasy Legend. There is an armor in it called Power.
Hmm. Oh, so we've been talking.
They're still fighting.
Still fighting Exdeath in another world, and also there's an echo. Sometimes I speak with two voices at once. Come on, let's say the line, Scarlet.
Ah. We've got to avenge Papa.
Yes, and what's more,
See,
God.
told you. Echo.
Golf. He's
one of us. One of us. One of us. Bart's.
Yeah, but we accept you. We accept you. One of us. Gabba, Gabba. We accept you.
we. We knew you'd get it. And Lena, please stop with the chanting for 5 seconds. I'm trying to.
Ooga, 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 chaka, ooga, ooga.
Let's go then to the other
I
world.
can't stop this feeling.
How do we do that?
that?
Yeah, that. The meteorites don't have enough power to warp anywhere. Unless.
We need to find a truck. Well, when I think meteorites, I think Sid. Why Sid?
He likes to drink meteorite juice. No one believed him. Until now.
Get still from downing the last glass of meteorite juice on Earth. Earth, what planet would this be? Is there a name for it? I don't know.
World 1-1.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Don't make this a guys.
God.
Okay.
Oh, now that we're out of cutscenes, I actually saw a really great panel stream thing that was about talking about like fashion and clothing and how that ties into like fantasy and how like different cultures are represented, and specifically talking about Middle Eastern and like Asian, or like especially like Asian clothing and whatnot. And like one of the first things that was brought up in that was like the Final Fantasy 14 and Octopath Traveler and how the dancer class and how like it's so like over sexualized, the kind of veil and basically a bikini, when like the traditional and belly dancing like outfit you like, and the belly dancing outfit you'll still see in places is a lot more modest. It's still very feminine, but it's a lot more modest and not like basically like a bikini looking deal with a like veil over it. But like some of the first Europeans who like came to who first saw like belly dancing, of course over exaggerated things.
It's handwriting. Adamantyte left over from the airship renovations is dangerous. Went to return it. Oh, no.
I hope nothing has happened to Sid. Beat you to it. Ha! Eat it.
Turn
Yes.
to anime? That means. I think it means going to Gulf's meteorite.
Oh, was there another note?
No, there's just the one.
Says, yes,
Uh.
went to the meteorite.
And,
Oh,
like,
so
we got it
in
from
France?
Gulf's.
Yeah. Still a wild way of traveling, but yeah, it was a really good video by a group. What's the group called? Like, I think the overall group, with different people who join in for different streams or topics or whatever is Asians Represent. They do a lot of D&D, like, and talk about like its flaws and of course racism, etc. And mostly with a focus on like Asian cultures, because most of them are from Asia. Or they also did something about the kind of Middle Eastern module, like your Middle Eastern. I say with air quotes, but I mean like Aladdin, Middle Eastern.
Hey, the black
That makes
choco.
sense. Chocobo. Right. I'll stop.
See, man, what you guys? I forgot what voice I gave him. Bort, stay back! It's dangerous.
That shares a voice.
A
Mid
huge
is
wave.
Sweevel Underwood.
A huge wave of power just started flowing from the animatite.
I die, Exodia.
You just thought to play back where it came from. Hold on.
And hello, Andy's here.
Oh, Andy's listening.
Yo,
Oh, you're
hello.
actually in the.
This is-
call.
Yeah.
sweet.
Okay, you can be Sid.
This
You're
thing
what?
is at birth.
Jumping Christmas. The
Hi,
floor
Andy.
is absorbing the energy from the animatite.
Say, do you think the meteorite could be recharging? Perhaps it'd be enough for us to travel to Gallant's world.
It's a good idea as any. What? What are you going on about?
What are you two talking about? You know, Sonic screenshot.
So that's your plan. But this piece of animatite is too small.
You're doing it. Come on.
There's not enough to power for this meteorite to get you to your other world. Maybe if all 4 meteorites powered were combined, you could make Captain Planet. It's enough to work to Golf's world.
Meteorite.
Golf's world. Boing, 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 boing. Alright, let's get to the next meteorite. Yeah!
Yeah.
Goodness.
Gracia.
Dirty rat, you killed my brother.
We had a whole section. You could have been doing stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway.
You know what? I'm gonna go get some water, but I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, I
Hopefully.
should get a drink too. Another meteorite. Where is it? Up there. No, it's not over there. That's an odd place.
Can't land there though.
One thing about you, dirty rat, you killed my brother. It's supposedly from the movie Taxi, starring Cagney. You never said it.
Huh. Oh, it's like
It's
beat
like-
me up,
I
Scotty.
haven't seen
Yeah.
it, so I didn't know.
Sings like "Beat Me Up, Scotty."
Ugh, the wiring in my place is fucked.
Yeah, the wiring here is kind of not actually fixed until like a month ago. So I just didn't bother getting the oven fixed because I thought, well, it's probably going to break down again immediately anyway. Yeah. It's all good now.
There it is. Oh, hey.
Oh, that's where we've
Oh.
halted again.
Here's Hiryu. Bye. Wait here. Wait right to us. Blech. That is that. Okay, let's hurry. Save bid, look out! I shall do the dance.
Do the dance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Safety dance.
EIT, get ready to ignite. You're such a PYT, catching all the light. Just
Yeah, okay.
as ABC, that's how we do it right. Do
Oh,
the
I
dance,
should have
do the
equipped the ice rod.
dance.
And if they don't dance, they ain't no friends of mine.
Yes, you can dance if you wanna. Leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance well, they don't dance with no friends of mine. And so on.
Oh, so. Oh, I can't. Have to move it up here. Okay, they don't heal that much.
So we're finding little Polobolos? Polobolos, yeah.
These guys apparently have different names depending on the version.
You get the feeling these are one of the ones that are called like beholders or something. Also, they're casting cure on themselves.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh, and that's
Oh.
the Nuzlocke run ended.
Arise? Not enough MP.
Can it bring back its allies? That's annoying.
Well, that one died.
That said, they do seem to lose MP. so
Oh,
they
that's
can't-
bad.
What, it dying or?
It looks like they're trying to set up. Oh, wait, they're out of. Can they still self-destruct if they're out of MP?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it can't revive! Oh, fuck. Oh, God.
Oh, that one actually had the MP.
Yeah.
It was the same. No, part the same.
They'll-
Dancing Calcabrenia. Or is
It
that?
dies
Wait,
by
wait.
anything.
What game is that?
When one dies by anything other than its own self-destruct,
Oh,
it will
for-
cast a rise on all other dead parabolos.
Oh wow, that's
Parabolos. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so you need to keep healing them as well, or take them all out. in one
either you
hit.
tank all of their, you either take them all out in one hit, or you take all their self-destructs.
Or you drain their MP.
There.
Well, if I've got a command that's just drink, I know what it is. It's just very funny to me.
Yeah, they're out now.
Yeah, there were some enemies that did all the, these. So the question is This
You're-
does self-destruct use MP. Or
It is blue magic.
I remember, I want to say,
nice.
was it Tipping 40s, the Final Fantasy X LP where they called Kamari Small Ronso? He got him to learn self-destruct and opened every fight by having him kill himself because they hated him.
Oh, I did
It's a
that
bit
with the
harsh, but, you know, sure.
I did that with the fight against the two Ronso, the solo
Yeah.
fight. It's pretty funny.
Bosses in FF6, that the best way to kill them is to get their MP to 0, because that would literally kill them. And a lot of them would cast Flare or Ultima when they die. So, if you do it like getting your MP to 0, then it couldn't.
Yeah, quite a few
that's-
enemies work that way. Because they were made of pure magic, see?
Magic.
So draining their MP just did that. I hear you. That was it making noise. Okay, you. Wow, look at that.
Oh, cool, Dragoon.
Love that little dragon.
Some
Cosplay.
skills.
Samurai. Zentage
Samurai.
is throwing coins.
So that's a coin power.
Yep.
So later it became like, well, its own weird thing.
Yeah, it became coin toss.
Huh. I know that there's a
Or guild toss.
Japanese fiction, or story, or detective story, that's the term, where, you know, the detective from Lupin the Third is based off him, where, he's supposed to be a really brilliant detective, and I think he has some sort of gimmick with, yeah, he has some sort of gimmick with, coins or something.
I mean, I know Mystical Ninja Goemon has the throwing gold coins as a ranged attack. It's the whole thing with him.
Huh.
Oh, we've entered a monster house.
Monster House! I should move her to the front.
Yep.
Titan. That was useful.
That dance
Nice.
animation
Never
was
gets
great.
old.
Jitterbug.
Oh, Zeta. Talking about, yeah. Zenigata was an actual character. He was, not just in Lupin the Third. He was in a bunch of novels, films, and TV programs that are set in, not written from, obviously, but set in the Edo period. So it's sort of like how Lupin, the original Lupin was an actual character written by a French author.
Who? There was a
Yeah,
whole
Arsène Lupin
legal
was same way.
thing with that. I think it's in the public domain now, though.
Gomon is the descendant of the ninja or samurai or whatever.
Yeah, and it's actually this whole big.
Ishikawa Gomon was a legendary Japanese outlaw hero who stole gold and other valuables to give to the poor.
Ah, crap. I forgot she
No.
had that.
Hence the mystical ninja character, same name,
He-
who throws around coins and wields a pipe, like a smoking pipe, and bludgeons people with.
Oh, actually, she's the chemist. Does she, like, boost item power? Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't remember, I don't know what Chemist does in this game. I know Alchemy in Final Fantasy X can do some bonkers nonsense, like, if you have a whole party of them.
Kinds of items to make up
Here-
things.
Here we go. In the Final Fantasy series, the Zeninaji series skill, and I'm pronouncing that horribly. Alternatively translated as money throw, GP toss, or takeover, consists of throwing coins at the target for damage. The skill was introduced in Final Fantasy V as a technique of the samurai job. Final Fantasy VI requires that the Heiji's Jite item be equipped to unlock this ability. Now, Jite is a type of weapon or okay, I'm horribly pronouncing all these things, but that the Zenigata character was famous for wielding. Reference to him.
Huh. I remember in, I think, Final Fantasy X2, or like one of the ones after that, or maybe a spin-off, like you can find the summon for the samurai, and like I think you have to pay the money or something. Like there's some extra
Yeah, you
stuff
have
with
to,
that.
to pay him.
I know you could
and sometimes
bribe-
it just doesn't show up. I can't remember what the summon is actually called though.
Yojimbo.
Yojimbo.
Oh, okay, that makes
it.
That makes sense,
And
actually.
like sometimes he shows up and does an instant kill move. Sometimes he just sends his dog to fight for him. Sometimes
way
he
to kill
doesn't show up.
Yeah. Yojimbo was the only way you could actually kill the magic pot enemies in Final Fantasy X. You didn't get anything for it, but they were invincible otherwise.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
'cause you're not meant to kill them.
So, fun fact,
It's a good.
the item boost ability that chemists get, that's something that got, well, I'm not sure if the original version of Final Fantasy III had it, but Scholars, are you okay? Is everyone okay? I heard someone,
That was Andy Zero possibly falling out of the chair. I
Hold
don't
up.
think that's
Okay,
like-
okay. Let me mute when I'm not talking. One
Yeah,
second.
I'm on push to talk just because I can't actually get to pick up my voice sometimes otherwise. Yeah. So other
So-
people
Okay,
should be on that. just
so
to
did
stop
that improve
them.
things?
but yeah, okay. So Final Fantasy III, I know the remake made Scholars better by giving them the ability to double the effectiveness of using items. Scholars being a class that was basically used for one boss fight in the original version of 3.
No.
Wait, is Titan an item that we have to use, or do we have it in this magic list? We have it in the magic list. Let's heal up before going anywhere, or no? Where the fuck was it? You know what, I'm just gonna use a tent there. probably playing with a super suboptimal class setup, but I don't care.
You know what? I mean, that's completely valid for this like game in particular. I know there's the something Fiesta.
The 4-job
Like-
Fiesta?
Yeah,
Yeah, 4-job Fiesta.
where it's just like, oh, go through the game with like these classes whenever you can get them.
They've been inside for some time. Oh, we're not doing this now. Okay.
Oh, apologies.
Yeah.
Looked away for a second.
Where was I?
Help!
Yeah, 4-job Fiesta is at each of the points where you get the sets of crystals, you only get one crystal, effectively.
Oh.
So it's like you might be stuck with a party of 4 thieves at the start because that's the only crystal you have, and you have to equip it. You have to have at least one of each of your crystals represented, right?
Ah,
So
crap.
if you get dealt thief to begin with, you are going to have one thief in your party at minimum for the whole game. The thing is that there's all sorts of weird acceptances. Like Berserker is such a like burden of a class most of the time. Despite being very physically strong, there's actually an option to disable it from the running.
No,
Like,
that's
you can end up
fair.
not being dealt Berserker just because it so rapidly ramps up the difficulty in a couple of things. And especially your first crystal, because a party of 4 Berserkers can't do a whole lot.
They can hit hard.
Give each one of them that that one that one's blade, the chicken.
Berserkers, chicken knife, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, can't use rods. And we're dead.
Hey. Hey.
Oh boy.
Shout out to Lena surviving with the best amount of health.
Oh, I don't even have the... So, maybe I can get myself out of this. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Wait, no. Well, whatever. It auto did. Well, I have no healing items. Oh, nice.
Ah, whiffed.
Yeah, main gouge is pretty good. In fact, I used it a lot in 6, or at least the Game Boy Advance version of 6, because evasion actually works there. Tempting Tango.
You've been tangoed.
Tango Unchained. Surprisingly not dead.
Yeah.
Sword Dance. Oh, sweet. Okay. That
Also, there
worked.
you baton pass that onto another Pokemon.
Pharmacology.
Pokemon.
Unichi. It.
Right, stop spinning. Just putting a hand
Come
on your
on.
head to stop them in place. you alright?
We are now.
Okay.
That was close. That's all 4 meteorites. Now take a look at this map. I hate that voice. Just
So we've just
voice every time.
we've decided on the Sean Connery voice. haven't we?
No, I'm just very Scottish, so when I'm not hitting on another voice, that's what I sound like. I know it's not.
See where the energy from all 4 meteorites intersect? That's the work point. Now get over there!
Money penny, a sight for sore eyes.
Thanks for everything, guys. They decided it works this way now. Not sure why.
Our map conveniently shows the ley lines of the meteorites.
I mean, it's just a big X.
X marks the spot. Actually, what was that ability? First, you. Oh yeah, that's.
The medicine skill from Fallout.
Yep.
The one
Stuns it.
which Kitty Cat Herder has apparently been using to just wolf down stim packs and melee everyone with a knife.
I mean,
Which, if it
humans
works,
at
why
least.
this fading?
There's not much power left from the meteorites.
No turning back now.
A one-way trip, huh? You guys sure about this? Probably won't be able to come back home.
That doesn't matter. This is more important.
Aye, we're in this till the bitter end.
Alright then, let's go.
I suppose that this is goodbye to our world. Farewell, Chancellor.
Well, we're not gonna tell them directly.
Time to go in the hole.
Buckle up, mateys. I know you can handle the looting and pillaging without me. I just remember that Ferris is a pirate.
Yeah. BA do crimes without me.
Goes down the
one of
hole.
Pharisee's 3 character traits, everyone being something weird about gender and possibly being the, well, not possibly, but actually being the heir to a throne.
You good while I'm gone, Boko. Don't get into too much trouble. Whee!
Although yeah, I've kind of embraced like trans guy Faraz here, you know?
Yeah, I know. I've definitely more like it
It's
definitely could be read.
Make and sure, why not? Since we're at the point of just recommending trans Ranma fanfiction to each other.
Ow! That was some pretty Mode 7 graphics. Well,
This is for the Game Boy Advance, so is it really Mode 7?
it was originally SNES, so yes.
I mean,
This.
It uses the. This is God's world?
Stop me if you heard this one. A dancer, a chemist, and a samurai travel to another world together.
Welcome to Isekai Naming Chat.
No music here yet.
Just calming ocean waves.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
that
nice.
island almost looks like a creature or
Oh
something.
god.
How? Oh no, wait. I keep forgetting. God.
They have Blue Mage or Blue Magic.
1 ATB, and a tent.
No, we have like a cure staff equipped, so...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lena will tell you to use tents
Yeah.
periodically. Since the only enemies that appear on this island use tents. Drops tents.
Lena, there's something I've been wondering about. It was way back when we were on North Mountain. Why did you risk your life just to save that Drake?
Sibling, do you remember Mother? Because I don't actually know what we're referred to by this song.
Yeah. A little?
Should have skipped the word. Whenever I see Yuyu, I'm reminded of her.
How do you mean?
She was really big and breathed fire.
Tight.
Huh?
Monster, look out!
And the monster goes, wait, why am I to look out? Kidnaps 2/3 of the party.
Womp, womp, womp.
It's a solo run from here on out. Oh, I am
wow.
not the right.
Doctor.
Oh, this thing's much bigger and more intimidating.
I am not the right class for
You're gonna
this.
Jump for why are you a dancer?
I appreciate that the outfit is more like kind of like salsa or something. Like, it's-
It's a good outfit.
Like kind of Spanish dancing or whatever. Not Spanish dancing. Like
And just
you know, right?
obliterate him with sword dance
yeah, and
in his
he seems-
entire career. You open it as a monster in a box.
Gas!
Oh, it's even worse. Gas,
Yeah, I feel
gas,
my
gas.
leg.
I'm gonna step on the gas. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. I'm gonna
They just turn on the light filter for that.
Yep. Also, Andy seems to have disconnected from the call out.
And then
They're doing
we're
alright.
free.
Oh, hello.
Where are we? Welcome to my castle.
Welcome to my castle.
Exdeath. Zerp.
Lord Exdeath, Golf, and the others have made it to the big bridge.
Fortuitous timing. Prepare the giant mirror.
Is everything in this world just
Yes, my
bigger?
lord. God, I get to another world, but everything's just bigger.
Perhaps I should thank you. You are about to become quite useful to me. Yeah, that does not seem that big a lit mirror.
Art, look, up in the sky. Is it a bird?
So where did
Oh,
you
the
get the
actual right there.
reference? Look up at the sky. Grandpa, look. Birds, Luna, Ferris, when place is going on. So the giant mirror is just a projector.
It's a magic projector.
That signal.
That's far enough, girl. One more step and they die. It can also project voices.
A wizard did it.
He is a wizard.
It's Davis.
Hell's bells.
Bells.
Hell's bells. Everybody fall back.
Stars and stones.
Oh, man.
Gilgamesh.
Good.
Sir!
Sir.
Watch them. See that they don't try anything. Ixdeath, you... La... Really? I'm borrowing your Windrake. Bart's and the others need my help.
Release the wind, Drake.
Yes, sir! And of course it also has a tie.
Anyway, this is an isekai. Describe it in as many silly ways as you can within that chat.
Thanks, boy. Now go back to Krilly, okay?
Oh, dragon.
Love that dragon.
So, this is the
Is-
place.
No? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm actually able to buy some now.
Oh, whoops.
Okay.
Oh. For some reason, I didn't think the crystal shards had to be kept on their person for
Yeah.
them to use them. I just thought they like absorbed
You
them
need to
in their
have a crystal
soul.
shard injected into your palm in order to take on that job. In this, my Futurama Final Fantasy V crossover. It's when they pick up a crystal and all they get is delivery boy.
Lovely. No, now I kind of want to see a mod for, uh,
Yeah,
like a
purple.
dragon.
Yeah, how purple that is.
Oh wow. Nice. I was gonna say, for Yakuza 7, like a dragon, but like all the jobs are renamed to just be like the like normal jobs you can see, like instead of like samurai or like wizard or something, it's just like chemist or or like body. No, I'm trying to think. What would be a funny name for like samurai? No, what if you're just a okay, no, maybe samurai. You're just a samurai. Sometimes
Mall
that
cop.
happens. Maybe.
All Bart Samurai.
Paul parts.
Oh, that's right. I don't know when Thanksgiving is in America. Like, I never remember it.
It's
but
different
Death
each
Bart
year.
is on. Yeah, okay, I know. I don't care. I don't remember any of the things that are different each year because who does? I need a calendar to do that. And I've honestly not owned a calendar in some 7 years now because I kind of resented just having them on my wall.
What I mean is, it has no specific date. It's just always
Yeah,
the
I
fourth
know, it's-
Thursday of the month.
Sure. Of what month though? I can never remember.
Oh,
November.
November. Okay, so that's next month we get a Death Bard.
Yes. See today, yeah, October is pumpkins, spooky pumpkins, and then November is edible pumpkins.
Yeah. I mean, spooky pumpkins are edible if you know how to
True.
prepare them. You can get a lot of pumpkin meat out of one of them.
Oh, sure.
Like, you can't use it for the same things. Like, you don't make pies out of that. But you can make amazing curries. You can make something almost like tomato sauce, but like much stronger.
Spiders.
Spiders. Cute ones too. Yeah, I don't. Ooh, it's bear.
Shell bear.
Nice.
What was I saying? Yeah, I don't really do anything for Halloween because, well, especially not in the last couple of, especially not last year and this year because I don't want people at my door. Uh,
Getting fleet.
yeah, but I do like appreciate the spooky season.
Yeah.
We watch horror movies. We rewatch Over the Garden Wall every year.
We fight Gilgamesh.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Oh, he doesn't have
Spook-
anything to steal in this
So,
fight? Hmm.
so you don't practice Halloween, but you do practice Spooktober, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who doesn't?
It's a good holiday as far as holidays go.
Yeah, though, growing up in the U.S., especially, like, it's always been kind of fascinating to me how there's a lot of, like, Christian churches in the U.S. that tend to be like, oh, it's of the Halloween's of the devil and stuff like that. But it's like, didn't Halloween start from, like,
Yep, Halloween is an appropriation of, well,
All Hallows Eve.
which,
day before All Saints Day, yeah.
yeah,
Which replaced, like, pagan festivals celebrated around the same time.
uh,
That's
Samhain.
with, yeah, Samhain.
Yeah, the idea was this was like all the spooky, all the ghosts and stuff, their last chance because the week after Halloween would be so holy, they wouldn't be allowed anywhere near.
Yeah, that kind of falls by the wayside because nobody celebrates All Saints Day anymore.
Oh,
And over here in the UK, we have the 5th of November, Guy Fawkes Night.
the 5th of November.
Yeah,
Oh,
remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason, and plot. I see no reason gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. I mean, I respect the hustle of trying to blow up Parliament, even if I don't, like, have the same reasons as this guy.
yeah, they was just trying to put in another king, right? Like another monarch or something.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, this monarch isn't my religion, we should have one of those instead. And they're like, we shouldn't have either of them really, but you know, I respect the hustle. And whilst, you know, we are burning you in effigy, it's like, you tried. It's
But,
become a thing
yeah,
where we burn
the way
other
I've always- the way I've
in
always-
effigy.
The way I've always seen it, though, by celebrating a guy who failed, it sort of emphasizes how futile it was to try.
Well, the thing is, they only need to be lucky once.
Margaret Thatcher needs to be lucky every day.
The quote that gets attributed to Margaret Thatcher sometimes, somehow.
Yeah, and it's about her, but it's not by her. It was literally a threat against her life, which makes it so much funnier.
God, I just now remembered some U.S. politicians, like Democratic politicians, talking about Margaret Thatcher. It's like, oh, she was so revolutionary, something, or inspiring, and it's like,
Do you think she exercised girl power when she
Or-
mandated death squads? I can't remember the full quote there, but yeah.
yeah, which, God, I love that that was a thing on the comedy show. Of all places, that just had that segment.
Comedy should punch out. Oh wait, she has the... Fuck.
But, oh, healing staff still?
I keep forgetting it! At least this isn't as bad as time as I forgot. I thought she had the healing staff but had the flail.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that. She did quite a bit of damage.
But yeah, Guy Fawkes Night is our, well, not direct equivalent of the 4th of July, but it's the we set off fireworks continually holiday. Yeah.
I'm sorry, the irony, or I guess not irony, I guess the thematic appropriateness of like using fireworks to celebrate an attempted as, political assassination via
Yeah.
gunpowder.
That didn't
failed,
work.
because, like, the whole point is they're celebrating, oh, the king is still alive. And it's like, in retrospect, we shouldn't, because, yeah.
Yeah. But it's yeah,
Yeah, that's not the point, really, these days.
yeah.
The point is to see all of the gruesome posters of people with half their faces burnt off that were put up all
Ew.
around school one year, and in retrospect, that did not do much right.
Better
Like,
not let
mental
it see.
state there.
Well, you're-
Falling down.
Really not supposed to stick your face close.
I'm sorry, what just happened here?
He's
Better
gone
not
into stealth
let-
mode, and they don't have a crawling animation, so he just is face flat and just shuffles about. This is a tactical
Wow.
espionage mission.
God.
We had to require our crystals on site, commencing the Shadowmosis. God, now I'm trying to imagine what on earth would a Final Fantasy and Metal Gear like solid crossover even look like? I mean, I say that, but like there was a crossover with Ape Escape of all things, so like someone
the
can
thing
make it work.
is, you could make Metal Gear Solid work with anything. It's that kind of serious.
Ape Escape was also kind of stealthy, and you had a bunch of gadgets.
That is no, you do. You're right. You're obviously right there. Like there is a big proponent of sometimes having to like sneak around to not get caught by the apes. I mean, are they apes or are they monkeys? They don't have tails,
Yeah.
but they're very monkey though. They're very monkey shaped.
Monkey.
So of course you have like the requisite like unit
Oh,
of
wait.
wacky bosses that he has to
Wait,
fight,
quiet.
all having different classes that he unlocks by beating them. It's like, oh, now I've unlocked the like Shogun class, and it turns out this is more of a Metroidvania kind of idea.
Which no, that could work. I'd play.
Yeah.
I could. That could be good.
Honestly, there is a
Here on
turn-based
it's-
Metal Gear, and it's Metal Gear Acid. No, it's not. Yeah, it is Acid. It's a card game.
Yeah. And also, I adore how adorable these or these little chariots are adorable. I meant to say
They are adorable, yeah.
they're just little robot guys.
So, the music.
Yeah, Battle on the Big Bridge.
And you know what that means.
But I don't know what that means.
You don't?
No.
Well, then you're gonna be ready for a big surprise.
You're gonna have a bad time.
No, you're not.
Are we gonna
Really?
are we gonna have a joust with a big orc dude like Twilight Princess?
Are we going to fight like men and ladies who dress like men?
That's actually a quote
Yes.
of this game.
Yeah. I was like for a second. It took me a second. Like wait, no, yeah, this is kind of like this game. Also, I love how the generic enemies become the little chariots, and oh my god, the cats. A flying killer, that's what they're called now?
Aww. Look at these killer cats. I love them. Swooping down to murder us.
I mean, that is a cat-like thing to do.
Yeah.
It would,
Cats deserve to be able to have swooping attacks.
it would probably.
It's a... I say that, but that would be so annoying of just having a cat accidentally knocking over your water bottle or something.
You say that like they don't do that anyway.
Accidentally.
They would do it
He
even
says it
more.
like they aren't doing it intentionally.
Thank you very much, but yeah. Goodness. I mean, sometimes they do just explore, like, walk around, and it's like, oh hey, I want to try to get into this, or whatever, and then accidentally knock things over. Sometimes, they do
Ferris's
absolutely on
hit
purpose.
points.
Just get into things because they want attention, and they know, like, oh, if I bother you, you will give me attention. Which is a terrible thing that happens when you accidentally condition them like that, where, like, they realize, oh, I can just bother, like, mess with things, and you will come investigate.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Better news. Don't hit Ferris.
Oh wow, I just now noticed Ferris's health.
Yeah, this is how we summon the devil.
Crystals were demonic in nature.
That's the... no, okay, this is too high concept. I was about to make a joke about that would be if this came out during the Satanic Panic.
The Satanic Panic
Yeah,
never ended, the target just changed.
I mean, I do think it has ended. It's not as obnoxious.
Yeah, but it's still there.
Yeah, but it's not like we're getting
The
movies.
same people saying the same things about just whatever media they can get away with saying that about. Whilst
True.
also complaining, oh, people are offended about everything these days.
Yeah, but we're no longer have not Hank Hill, Tom Hank in movies about Final Fantasy being the work of the devil or whatever.
Yeah,
God, what would
yeah,
Speaking of Final Fantasy and the Satanic
if you die in
Panic,
4-Job Fiesta, you die in real life. I don't want to be Glenna anymore. I just want to be...
anyway, speaking of Final Fantasy and the Satanic Panic, it was one of the series that got affected by that in localization.
Yeah, it kind of got censored at some points.
And like, oh, Gilgamesh! Haha! Guess who's been waiting behind this door the whole time? Yes, it's me! Took you long enough. I was just worried you might gotten lost. Anyway, it's go time.
I love his spin before attacking you.
It's stealing time.
Oh, couldn't steal. Did it mean that it failed, or that there was nothing to steal?
It'll say nothing to steal if there's nothing.
Alright.
Anyway, there are special gear. There's special gear that only
Additional gear. Colonel.
Hero cocktail. And you can only get from stealing from him.
Colonel, I can't attack whilst its tail is up, or it'll counterattack with its laser. Yes, Snake, that's Metal Gear, what would the Final Fantasy be called?
Guard Scorpion.
Metal Gear Weapon? I don't know.
Omega Gear? Or Mega? Metal Gear, Mega? Is that anything?
I guess.
Like, I know
Metal
Omega
Gear?
Metal Gear Ultima.
Zeta Gear.
So, is that a slow? Son of a digit.
I just imagine another idea of what if Solid Snake and Otacon got isekai into a Final Fantasy world, and Otacon's having the time of his
Yeah,
life.
Otacon would love it. He'd be like dressed up as a wizard at all times, and Snake just doesn't get it. He's like supportive of his boyfriend. And
Of
then
course.
he could be a beastmaster, I guess.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, the dog slushing. Dog mushing.
Except he
Something.
keeps his gun with him and he just obliterates all fights they get in.
You say this like you didn't go to Boktai
He
or Smash.
went.
Oh, wait.
There's also the Monster Hunter one crossover.
That was true, but like
That was Big Boss.
that was Big Boss.
Yeah. You did say Snake though.
I said Solid Snake.
Hmm.
Or I meant Solid Snake. I might have said Metal Snake out of confusion.
Metal Snake.
But God, now that'd be so silly. I love it.
Oh,
Of
that
just
remind-
Solid Snake dressing up like the different jobs, but like just always having a gun.
That reminds me of in 10-2, Riku sometimes says snake, snake, snake when she sees a snake enemy.
Oh,
'Cause I think her voice actor was in MGS.
oh my God. That's corny but funny. That's
Oh, really?
cute.
I always thought that was a snake, a badger, snake reference.
Badger,
I don't know.
mushroom, snake.
Snake, it's a snake.
That's a whole thing, like, that was a meme that was around for a couple of years, and now, like, that wouldn't even last a week.
Yeah,
That was a
another
meme before they called
interference.
them memes.
Yeah, that was made by Weeble, right?
yeah, that was Weeble.
Looking for some pie-based action.
If you suppose I misjudged Haste, fighting all four of you, Protect. He's just too tough for him off the shell.
Skies like
Not I like a run. He does jump. He just. Oh, dear.
Rude. Also, I love that he just did all the buffs of kinda shell, protect, haste.
Jinxies.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the? I don't know if it's like a video or a gift set of
Targeting parts
what's it called?
again.
Overlord, skeleton casting all the buffs on himself.
Oh yeah, that.
Yes, I've seen that.
It's great, even in context. It is, yeah.
Okay,
And
he's targeting someone else.
Honestly, at its best, that's one of the isekai concepts I like the most. Is that he becomes this ridiculous, like, villain that's max level because he's been playing the game so long it's actually shut down by this point. Like, he was there from the start, he just maxed out all the stats, and except he plays exclusively as a villain, so yeah.
That's great.
Except, of course, he's just role-playing as a villain. In his real life, he's just like an office manager, and so when he's actually put in charge of all his evil henchmen, he's like calling them out in corporate retreats and doing team-building exercises and stuff. And it's not quite played out as much as it could be, but when it is, it's amazing.
Oh wow, I never knew about that part of Overlord.
It's not really done that much. It's clear that he has zero idea what he's doing sometimes. And he's trying to approach it like he's just,
Oh,
a mid-level manager in a company, and it's great.
it's also he's not being evil for the sake of it. He really does want his evil minions to be happy. So he's doing his best to do that the only way he really knows how, because just role-playing evil doesn't cut it.
Oh, that was a big amount of damage.
I just remembered something. See ya. Must take my leave. We'll meet again. Count on it.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's a good skill. It just costs money, which we have plenty of right now.
Yeah.
Loads of money.
How much money does it cost per Denanagi?
The game doesn't really tell you.
That's whack.
How much money does what?
That's
The
skill.
samurai skill.
I have. Should I use this?
How many? Yeah, you have like 8.
I have 2 ethers
Yeah.
too. This isn't Kingdom Hearts where I can just get infinite elixirs because Rabbit's Garden just produces them.
They do? I never knew that.
Yep.
Who said something about rabbits and gardens?
Yeah, in Kingdom Hearts you get to where you can
Like
get to
you are
Winnie
just
the
like
Pooh
standing
world.
up right now.
You can get to Winnie the Pooh
Listen.
world, and
Alright, rabbit from Winnie the Pooh. That's less interesting.
yeah.
I've been doing some gardening today. Pyro told me to just like uproot a bunch of weeds because he actually knows what he's doing. I sent him a
Okay,
picture. Oh?
you're asking how much money it costs. It costs your level times 50 times how many enemies are on the screen.
Huh.
Oh. Weird. Huh.
Bart's
Weird.
gained the ability to flirt.
Congrats.
Da-da-da-da.
And of course, that's not the main reason why you want the job.
It is for Bart. No. He's a good boy. Was he like a dumbass in the original Japanese translation, or is that something the English translations added on?
Yeah, it added a bit onto it. He's more of an airhead, really. Get it? Because
So there was a bit of that there.
Yeah, his element is wind. Get it?
Is airhead a thing in Japanese?
I don't know. Level.
I can imagine it coming over though, or being introduced. Also, I keep forgetting about these weird mammoths that look like they have dreads.
You know, I know this is a mammoth, but I also did know a guy who looked exactly like this mammoth. I think I had mentioned before going to a games club with a guy who just smelled constantly of weeds and, you know, brought in like net decks, like top tier Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament decks to like casual nights with 12-year-olds.
Oh, nice.
It's
Oh,
like
no.
decks
Posted in the
cost
chat.
thousands of pounds to build, and he looked exactly like this mammoth, and I'm not sure how to explain, but like spiritually that is him.
Just
It's just
posting
gone
what.
dead silent as another bizarre anecdote from my childhood.
No,
Just
I'm
post-
just trying to figure out if there's any if there's any backstory regarding gorillas. Like they're probably something Hindu mythology or something. No, but I'm thinking of Garuda. So, yeah, I have no idea what they are.
Birds, kind of thing.
Really?
Uh,
Grandpa, the barrier, look out! Oh dear.
so yeah, you gotta watch it. You gotta
Flashing.
watch that out for me. If you ask a rhetorical question in my presence, I will try to look it up.
But yeah, Andy posted in the other games chat that she got left behind. A pretty good picture of Final Fantasy V, but the main characters are monsters, and Gilgamesh and Enkidu are like player characters. I posted it in the YouTube chat so people can look.
Oh.
Okay,
Nice.
hold up.
Yeah.
Any idea where this is?
I'm looking for. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
this is
bringing it
gonna
over.
be Luciana and at the back of Beyond, crawling with monsters.
There we
too.
go.
Figures we
Yeah.
found similar place like this.
Go.
There. Oh, James pasted it. James posted it too
Yeah,
in the chat.
in the YouTubes. Golf, sorry about all this. I mean, we came to help you, but you ended up helping us.
As usual, I meant it, you know, you really didn't have to come. Meddlesome bums, the lot of you. Still, it's good to see you again.
And now different overworld music.
We've been isekai'd.
Yep. Oh, and we're... Oh, I thought we were fully healed. Well... And the overworld map is different. Telling her Biostrasis.
No, meatballs. That tunneler just looks so scared.
Eek. What am I doing above land? This isn't my natural habitat.
Oh god, I'm having the dream again.
Transfusion.
Is it scanner-clad women throwing bananas at you?
What?
Never. Nothing.
If you
I
have a
was
dream
making
like
a-
that, it probably means something.
Discord.
Okay. Oh, the dream. Yeah, the dream's happening again. Okay. For a second, I thought you meant like the transfusion attack. I was like, what does that have to do?
Yeah, it's just tunneler's like look of absolute horror. It's like, oh god, what am I doing here? And I know it's just the way that the eyes are angled, it's not really meant to be that, but it's also very funny to pretend it is. Two of them.
Whoa, that was cool. Slashed. I love how ridiculous my party is.
It's great. Also, I'm hearing an echo.
I'm hearing wind. Or some
Okay.
sort of air moving.
Let me try muting.
We change mic crackling noises to wind tunnel sounds.
I believe so.
Yeah, I know it's not me because I don't actually find my icon except when I'm holding
Yeah,
down the
that-
button.
That wind noise went away.
Nice. But the voice channel still changed to wind tunnel sound.
Tunneling's not. No, you know what a wind tunnel is, don't you? It's
Oh, yeah.
it's a thing. It's not me saying tunneling for the wind or something.
Break is pretty good in 4.
You know, there's a thing that I always find weird about some MMO culture. It's like, if you're in World of Warcraft, you say, oh yeah, I need to use the bathroom. Everyone goes, ooh, that's disgusting. You can't say that. And you go, oh, bio break. And you go, oh, fine.
Oh, so
It's
this is a
like-
good spell.
I never got that. It's like, how are people that would time magic?
Oh, for all enemies, nice.
Yeah,
Go to save state.
yeah.
But yeah,
basically.
I always found that interesting too. You know, bio break. Like at the same time, like there's some people who are like, oh, I gotta go take weed, but like
Yeah.
and also like
there's also I've got to like eat or something, but usually like it just sounds more disgusting than anything you could be saying.
it sounds like something gross from a sci-fi novel potentially.
It really does, and whenever I come across people who do that, they're usually the same people that call their characters toons, and it's like, wow, you people live in a completely different world from me.
Tunes?
Yeah, it's oh, my
Yes.
toon is level 50. It's like, you're talking about your character, right? It's
Like
a weird
cards
thing.
too?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, World of Warcraft is one of the
World of
older MMOs, right?
Yeah.
But
My dad
they
plays it.
came up,
It
yeah.
instantly killed any motivation to ever try it.
Yeah, but so basically, they built the culture around themselves.
Oh, a ribbon. This girl lost a ribbon. I need it.
We gotta steal this girl's ribbon, but yeah, it's just kind of fascinating of like what becomes acceptable to different online cultures. It's just like, oh hey, I gotta go use the restroom or get some water or something, and others is bio break.
I'm in like a chat with people, and one of the
Hey,
main
okay.
people of chat in the chat like does get weird about saying go to the bathroom.
Like, there are weirder ways you can say it than bio break. It's just that's always been it's weird people say that at all.
Yeah, I mean, there's also the general like going AFK, which like could be like you can also say that like, oh hey, I'm gonna go AFK for a bit, and it's like okay, like which or like BRB or just something.
Yeah, if you got an objection to telling people what exactly you're doing, like just say yeah AFK, and I'll go okay sure. If you go oh bio break, what the hell? I know
That's
what you mean, but I also wish I didn't.
That's what Master Chief's suit does. For
Bio breaks and
oh, I love that. Became a
Canon.
joke.
Actually,
the thing is, I don't know if that actually is canon, but I also do not want to ever find out either way, please.
Okay. I actually know
Alright,
the
it's
Okay.
whatever. make jokes about it all you want. I don't.
Oh
care.
no, it's always worth making
Wow.
jokes about it. I think someone actually like made a really good edit of like a page of one of the novels to make that joke, which is impressive.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
still
we
worth
appreciate
joking
the
about.
hustle.
Yeah.
That's what they do in Dune, isn't it?
God. You know what? I believe it.
Imagine they wear the what are those suits called? The still suits, which distill their sweat and urine to provide more body fluids for themselves. They don't dry out in the desert. And it's one of those things that you're like, oh, that's the guy who wrote this is kind of a freak.
To be fair,
Like, no disrespect to Frank Herbert, but also, wait, was he the guy who wrote that? I think it's Frank Herbert's Dune, isn't it? Damn, I need to look this up.
potions. You can finally buy high potions. Quarter side.
Oh, hey, I actually got it right. Yep, Frank Herbert's Dune.
Man, that's a lot.
Anyway, I'll resume talking about Frank Herbert's water sports fetish. Yeah, no, they had the still suits, which were, again, they distilled your body fluids, you recycle them, and it's like, I get why this exists in the setting, but also it's kind of gross to think about.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially, there's other sci-fi ways you could like.
Yeah, if it's the kind of setting it is, it's also, yeah.
Fussy.
Oh, it's so fuzzy.
Oh.
It's so fluffy of them.
Heard of Krongo Gord?
Cornago Gerd. I don't know if it does though, can you just skip the text?
How about you dance
Yeah.
for us? Well, Bart is a dancer.
Have you been leveling your dance skill for the whole game?
Not too shabby. 100 gil.
He just tosses 100 gil on stage and you're like, wow, this is demeaning for both of us. Can't even buy a token with this. Oh, the hidden piano in the walls.
What?
Piano skills leveled up.
What is this? Phantom of the Opera?
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, you can repeat that and get more money.
Voice that calls to me and speaks my name, and do I dream again? For now I have found the phantom of the opera's here inside my mind.
Yeah, my family would, my sister would play it really loudly, and when I'd complain, everyone would say, "Oh, you're being too loud."
Yeah.
No.
I pretty much never got to listen to any music I wanted to as a kid, which means I have a kind of resentment for any
Oh,
kind
oops.
of punk music, especially early Green Day stuff, and anything by Metallica, because that was my sister and my brother playing those non-stop. I mean, I will freely admit my own taste in music is pretty atrocious,
Yep.
but yeah.
You listen solely to temporary secretary.
Yes. Which we will now play on stream.
God.
We won't. We're not that evil.
Yeah. God, that song is such a weird, acquired
is.
awfulness.
No,
No,
it's
that's the stuff.
it's like I listen to like electro swing and stuff, and it's like some people just would judge me for that.
Oh, Bart, what's up? Couldn't sleep.
Electro swing is one of those genres that can be very samey. There are a handful of great bands in it, though.
Oh yeah.
Come on, pull up a chair. Golf, I'm sorry. We haven't, but then you've been able to get into Hextest Castle. No,
Golf.
even if we'd gotten in, the barrier would have destroyed us. And the slate sink been finished. In fact, it was only thanks to you that we weren't all crushed. Golf. I love how the passage with the find passage ability is still visible. Parks,
Oh, it is.
you knew that once you came here you couldn't never return, so why'd you do it? No
Yeah, no
particular reason.
Yeah.
Barts. Whoop. Hey, don't worry about it.
I receive. Travel to other world forever. You receive. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
I thought we were gonna have a drinking minigame or something, to be honest.
No, this isn't Chrono Trigger.
God, I just remembered watch underscore dogs and how to get a sniper rifle, you had to do a drinking minigame. Or maybe a darts minigame. Look, it was filled with minigames that unlocked stuff that felt completely unrelated. It's fine.
Oh, I got this from a drop. That's right. Because the drops aren't as bad as Final Fantasy IV. Or you shall come Dirk.
I love how that word is just like, I think it's Latin for like bronze or iron or one of the two. But it's like used in so many fantasy settings and I'm having weird feedback. I'm guessing from Dark's stream.
How's
Dark
that?
side. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. No echo. So that's good.
So orichalcum was actually like a metal mentioned in many ancient writings. It's considered very valuable, almost as much as gold. And of course, the story of Atlantis mentions it all, but well, Atlantis doesn't really exist in any sense as far as we know. It probably is. Well, anyway, that's not the point. It may have been a noble metal such as platinum, according to Wikipedia, or a type of bronze, brass, or other metal alloy. They just don't know because those ancient writings just went, oh yeah, everyone knows what orichalcum is, let's not talk about it.
Just like how, we rediscovered that to make concrete, just like the ancient, Greeks did, you would have to use seawater. Because when they wrote the recipe for it, it's like, of course you gotta use seawater when making concrete. Like,
oh yes, you're by the sea, of course you would.
You're by the sea, and what? You use drinking water? Or, anything
Yeah.
else for it? Like, water you could drink to make, concrete?
Yeah, there's several theories of what orichalcum was. There are some examples of metals found that are supposedly orichalcum. And there are some theories that in fact refer to two completely different metals that only slightly resembled each other. And so they just didn't know what it was for thousands of years. We don't know what it is now. It's
Damascus
possibly an
steel,
alloy
maybe?
that has been found that is mostly copper and zinc.
Come back, Zinc!
Imagine a world without zinc.
Yeah, that was
Glad
the
I live in a world of, and it's listing all of the different things. And guns. Yeah. Of course.
dang it, that didn't work.
Damn.
I thought it counted as undid.
Orichalcum is also the source of the name of the Yu-Gi-Oh card, the Seal of Orichalcos, which is the focus of the plot of an entire season where ancient Atlanteans return to play card games.
Can you believe that was a filler season?
It was entirely filler. It's never mentioned like outside of that season. It's great. But on the other hand,
And
it
that was
gives
like
us,
the only time Joey got magic powers.
yeah, they put Joey in the main trio for that one, and it worked for that. Like, he kind of works better for that kind of plot, really. That you got Yugi,
Right.
Kaiba, and Joey as the main trio there.
But anyways, you're talking about like, oh, of course everybody knew that, so they never wrote it down. What that reminds me of is the land of Punt, P-U-N-T,
Oh, Punt.
which is
Everyone
all
knows who
over.
Punt is.
Yes.
1,000 views.
So all
And look at all that experience. From that
Egyptian writing talked about Punt all the time, but nobody ever gave directions because everybody knew where it was.
It's like Sesame Street.
Can you tell me how to get to Punt?
Beautiful.
I had to turn on a light there. Unfortunately, the one next to me is borked. Because of the wiring situation.
Yeah, it is still pretty funny that only like Joey never gets any of the like MacGuffins of any of the seasons, except this one filler season. And in later Yu-Gi-Oh, like in GX, he's offhandedly mentioned as, yeah, he was legitimately the third best duelist in the entire world at one point. Like,
Which is...
Yugi and Kaiba kind
but
of retired
honestly-
from the professional scene, and so he was by default presumably the champion for quite some time.
I mean,
And considering he did that without any magic powers,
Yeah,
Without
he's like
being
kind of a
possessed.
scrappy underdog, but he is
no science
he gradually
weirdness.
does have, you know, actual card gaming skills, and it's pretty funny.
yeah, like hell, even in the first like actual like arc, you know, or the
Jules
great,
Kingdom.
yeah, the actual like Duel's Kingdom arc, you know, like he had to learn how to play card games good, while Yugi was like, hey Pharaoh, like you take care of this, basically, because like you know he couldn't mess around because like oh you know his grandfather's soul was you know on the line, but like still like Joey was like having to actually play card games and like get better at it.
I should note
Yeah.
that...
And remember when in the dub, anytime Yugi started talking about the heart of the cards, in the original Japanese, he's just using magic.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't-
Yeah.
They did kind of just invent entire new concepts for the dub. He's
So-
more vague in what Heart of the Cards is there, to the point where you could say, oh yeah, it's just legitimately cheating. But in the dubs, you make it this whole thing about the power of friendship. Like, it's the heart of
mean-
the
Yeah.
cards.
I mean, in
And, you know, it fits the themes, sure.
yeah, like even in the you know original season 0, you know they like there's still a whole bunch of themes about friendship and whatnot, but also the black magic of friendship, of helping Yugi, you know, go through his struggles with the black magic of friendship.
I've been reading a fic that was linked in Pod of Greed Discord called, what's it? The Power of Friendship, and this gun I found, which is someone basically doing their own take on, Jealous Kingdom, except Grandpa is like notorious criminal who is constantly like up to no good in the background. Tristan apparently comes from a line of like monster hunters, but your first one was, oh yeah, my family's in pest control, and he just seems really down on the fact that he somehow knows how to fight and kill vampires. Bakura is fairly responsible, but the ghost possessing him isn't, and so he's constantly like collapsing from his various diseases, and he's going, "Hey, look, ghost, I don't mind that you're taking over my body, but I kind of need to go to hospital or I will die." And of course, Mokuba finds a gun.
Of course.
Yeah, it is a really good book. Actually, I could probably link it in chat.
I was gonna say something. What was it?
That reminds me of a comic for Like a Dragon that I saw. Ichiban, there's going to be at least 50 people there. How the hell are we going to fight them all? It's simple, Namba. We're going to use the power of friendship, my rampaging undiagnosed schizophrenia, and this grenade I found in the sewer.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no! Damn it! Fuck you, Gaia's Wrath, that's what.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Ha! You're under our control now.
Do not adjust your television set. We control the vertical. We control the horizontal.
Oh shit, that doesn't break the control.
oh.
And it's only going to get stronger because it's based on dealing how much damage was dealt to him.
Now, guys, I got to tell you something. I need to go on a bio break.
Bio.
Ooh, I got it! Mix! The most powerful
Oh, nice.
skill.
Hell yeah. But also, see you later, Bio Trooper of the year 40.
Please don't say
For-
Bio Trooper.
42069.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, whenever you
Sorry.
say biofake, you just mean, going out and smoking a ton of weed. It's technically biological, right?
Yeah. It is a kind of herb.
Not that time mage hat. This is a triangle.
Yes. So good.
It's really good strengths.
I don't. What is the dance? Can we see that like highlight for a second? Or the I meant like the dancer job. My bad.
Oh, hold on. There it is.
Oh, cute. And now that I'm thinking about it again, I think honestly, if you're gonna make a game or something and gonna have like a dancer as like a job or a class or something, just base it off of like Flamingo or whatever. Like, cause like most people aren't gonna be like as discriminating against like Spanish like Flamingo dancing outfits, and
Flamingo,
it's already
not flamingo.
yeah Flamingo.
Flamingo's
My
the
bad.
bird.
Apologies. Well, I mean, one, I sometimes get it confused. I sometimes forget what it's called. Two, I'm Latina, so I don't like respect Spanish that much. And also, it's funny to think about flamenco dancers with some sort of flamingo inspired outfit. I think that could be cute. Just be really pink. Um, but yeah, no, just like do that instead of like, you know, belly dancer, because you won't be like no Orientalism, and also like they already have like the high cut dresses, whatever, and also you can like have an excuse to have like some characters look like what was his name? That like the one guy that like he was on a whole bunch of romance no romance novel covers.
Don
Uh,
Juan?
Huh?
No, what was it? He was
I
on
keep
American
forgetting-
Gladiator.
Fabio!
right?
Oh, it's a little guy.
It was a Moogle. What's a Moogle doing a place like this? Moogle? Strange little critters that live in the forest. Really timid, so you don't see them that often.
For a second, I thought you were gonna make him sound like he's from the bayou, but let's help him. Let's help it.
Okay, we're just switching up voices to whoever. Bye.
Final Fantasy, but all the characters are inspired by like Louisiana culture. By Larts.
Very little about that, as I can't even answer the joke.
Most of the dragons.
Oh, that doesn't sound pleasant at all.
Oh no! Most of the dragons would be like alligators or crocodiles. I forget which one Louisiana has.
Comet.
Great. I've actually been to Louisiana, but only once, so I don't have the biggest thing to continue this joke, but something elixirs would be replaced with gumbo.
You weren't going
Like, I
to
could
make
believe that.
a joke about mold monsters?
No, yeah. Wait, what monster?
Mold monsters.
I've never heard of mold monster. Oh wait, from like Final Fantasy or no?
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Like, okay, to be fair, I don't know much about Louisiana other than they were colonized, like, that region was colonized by the French for some time. That's why they have their, like, weird accent, like, compared to
It's
the rest.
Lapras.
Oh! Huh.
Lapras.
Oh, I
Tempting
confused
thing
it.
go.
What will it do now?
Chill?
Yeah, yes. Anyway, more Comet. Nice.
Nice.
Joko kick. Wow, that did shit all.
Me and my friends turned into a chocobo to do 9 damage.
Yeah, physical attacks aren't doing much. Game
No, no.
sprint. It's a sprint.
Oh.
I'm back. I know in some Final Fantasies, chocobo damage depends on like how much you feed them or something. Is there any strange stuff about that in 5?
Huh.
No. It's just randomly you summon big chocobo, and it does a lot of damage. Look at the ninja and samurai outfits.
they're they really designed the ninja first, and then we're like, wait, we're gonna make a samurai class as well. Um, uh, and then just it's the ninja, but more. Oh yeah, because like his golf like thief one looks like a ninja.
Yeah. So, fun fact: the series Samurai Pizza Cats, which I will not shut up about for some reason. Well, in addition to its infamous gag dub, originally the cats were actually ninjas. Like, you just changed them to samurai in the dub because it sounded better. They left the crows as ninjas, like the villains, just because that fitted them better. And also, for some reason, they changed. Well, the big cheese was originally a fox, they just made him a rat. He looks very much like a fox. Just because we don't have the connotations of foxes being tricksters, so a rat felt like a better enemy in the dub.
Well, early depictions of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Great Britain were described as the Teenage Mutant Hero
Turtles. Yeah,
Turtles.
I grew up with
Because
that.
ninjas are assassins and they're not good role models.
Yeah, in the same way that nunchucks were outlawed over here, despite them not being that practical. Probably because it's feared kids would hurt themselves, but you know.
Huh.
Just
Eh,
like
I'm
it's
reminded
a big thing.
I'm reminded of that picture when you load up the Wii, warning you not to hit people.
Oh yeah, the
Don't
people.
become a Ninja Turtle.
God. But yeah,
Yeah.
huh? I never knew that nunchucks were outlawed in the UK.
Oh yeah, for several years actually, pretty much the whole 90s. I know that was relaxed a little by the year 2000 or so, because I used to do a lot of kickboxing and kung fu kind of stuff,
blood slime.
and we had optional courses to learn how to use nunchucks, but like, you know, padded nunchucks, not wooden ones.
Mm.
So I do technically know how to use them. I
Nice.
just wouldn't because they're so wildly impractical, except in very specific situations.
How many people do you know have nunchucks, by the way?
I- Probably zero. I don't think Mary even has nunchucks.
I
for
don't
the
know
reason-
any anymore.
Yeah.
I've up in
It's
Scotland because what would I do with them?
yeah. What would you?
Especially since I suddenly became extremely self-conscious for the last decade. I didn't want to do any kind of sports activity with people watching. Ah well. I do technically know enough about using like a bow staff to actually be able to teach that to people.
Oh, nice.
So wildly out of practice, I probably have to look it up anyway.
Ah, crap.
Because that was the weapons that we actually had to learn were you had to learn knife for one of the what they were called sashes, not belts. But the knife fighting wasn't actually fighting with a knife, it's just disarming people who had a knife. Which is why I was able to just casually draw up extremely detailed like martial arts knowledge on someone who was writing that into a fan fiction once and they went, "What? Why do you know this?" And they looked up things to confirm what I was saying and they were like, "Yeah, you definitely know how to, you know, take knives out of people's hands. What? Why do you have this knowledge?"
Oh, that's great.
Because, well, they didn't
Wait, did
believe
I
me
kill?
that I
Did I
actually
open
did.
the treasure chest?
Yeah. Because it's another one of those things that, for some reason, I have like this extremely like esoteric set of skills which nobody seems to realize.
Sword dance.
Oh,
Because
It's
They'll
better
kind
how
of
to
do
describe.
things.
It's better that you described how to take a knife out of somebody's hands than you explained how to properly gut someone. That would cause more concern.
Knife goes
Oh.
in, guts come out.
Oh, I just remembered. Like I think it was part of like a commentary or interview or
Oh,
something
nice.
about the Lord of the Rings movies of the
Yeah, just
actors. Yeah, certainly. That he was a spy during World War II, and like when they were starting, like, oh, he gets stabbed in the back, and oh, it screams like, oh, he wouldn't scream. Like that's not how that works. Like, oh, that's terrifying to hear. Just like this elderly man you're talking to, just like, oh no, if you stab someone in the back, they don't scream. They just exhale, and it's like,
a little bit just really, he lived a very varied life. There's like he played Dracula in so many Hammer horror movies, and then when he showed up as the one good part of James Bond movie, The Man with the Golden Gun, they were filming in a cave, like with hundreds of bats around, and the cast and crew were referring to them as its Children of the Night, because obviously they only knew him as Dracula.
He was also in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. But yeah, The Man with the Golden Gun is a middling to extremely bad James Bond movie at points. Whenever Christopher Lee's on screen, it stands with the best of them. Because he makes that movie. I've not actually seen all that much Hammer horror, and most of the ones I have seen were decidedly unimpressive, because we've kind of moved on from what horror as a concept is.
Oh, that reminds me, Castlevania 1 had the fake credits. So, and one of the fake credits was Christopher B.
It's a B now.
Now you understand that Konami has actual lore about Christopher B.
They do?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Okay.
Blue Magic.
They talked about it. It was a game book only in Japanese called The Devil Castle Dracula: The Battle of the Old Castle. Movie after Christopher B. was slated to portray Dracula in a film that documented his legendary battle with Simon Belmont. However, he and the entire cast were killed during the film's production, with the exception of a contemporary actor also named Simon Belmont, who was portraying his famous ancestor, and Lucy Lane, who portrayed Simon's girlfriend, Mina. He later meets Simon again as a zombie.
Okay.
So the conceit that the original NES Castlevania game was a movie, there's a book depicting that in Japanese.
huh. That actually makes a lot of sense. With like the fact that it like straight up the original Dracula novel is like canon to it and everything, or canon to the series, and it just being like a movie based. Huh.
I mean, there are some people who go, oh, there's a timeline to the Mario games, and obviously Mario 3 having the curtains rising to the start is because Mario was making a stage play about the time he fought Bowser for real in the first game. It's like, what?
Well,
Why do
well,
you
that-
need a
okay, the problem with
timeline
that-
for Mario? I know there's so many
See-
problems with it.
No. Don't worry about it. The problem with coming up with a timeline is Mario Galaxy literally explains that the Mario world undergoes the eternal return, in which the timeline resets itself, somewhat but not
It's
quite
the
based
eternal
on each other.
flagellation.
So
What?
whether
Tyrannosaurus Rex, what a Yeah. Well, that was easy. Anyway,
Time
time
level
level
4.
4.
yeah, Galaxy was Buddhist as hell, which is probably what got the writers so scared of plot for every one that was made after that.
Huh. It's all right now.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Oh.
Alright, in this one they don't talk human language.
In this one, they're not voiced by Danny DeVito.
Oh,
He
yeah.
says he has to follow him.
That references a commercial for Final Fantasy VI, US commercial, where Mog was in it and he had a very Danny DeVito-ish voice. It's
Never
a
knew
great
about that.
commercial.
Oh. Not.
We
Anyway, guys, I
solved
think
it.
it need to be good to go AFK for a bit. Hopefully, I'll be back for the end of it.
A bio break.
I said
Bye.
AFK. Suffering.
AFK
Oh,
Arena.
take a poo break. Oh man, that is so much worse.
Yeah. Some games Moogles are able to talk to people, and some games they naturally aren't. It's the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, level 4 time magic. That's what we have. Job? Black Mage. Yeah, Gaia. For free magic. God, the Elven Mantle is just so fantastic. Just pull out this whole ass cottage.
Yeah, just picking up a prefab cottage that's totally not up to code and collapses in 3 nights. And also like subletting it.
Where's my cottage? Trapdoor!
Trapdoor!
Burninate.
No, wait, he was a dragon. No, he was a dragon man, but he was just Trapdoor! I don't know much about Homestar Runner. Kubo?
Moogle Village.
Kubo Kubo?
Alright, Moogles appear in the Of Blank of Mana series as well. Status effect there.
I barely remember the Mana series.
Boom. I run around, you run around, we all run
You
around.
run around, run around, run around. I run around, you run. Yeah.
Meow. There's a Moogle there. Boing, 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 boing. Look, it's the Moogle we helped. Goopo, Goopo.
Are you thanking us?
Wait, what happened to it? Its pom-pom is... Yeah, no, it does not have its head pom-pom.
I think it's telling us we can have what's inside. Even if it's not, we're taking it anyway. Be gay, do crimes.
Wow, that was a lot.
Monster
One
in a
gill.
box. Oh no.
Dancing dagger, that's a fantastic weapon.
This will help with our sword dances.
Fused
I
with the
hope.
soul of a dancer. Yes, see? Look at that attack bonus. Oh. We already took what's inside. Him. Oh no, that wasn't in 3, was it? Goopopo. What's it doing?
What's it doing?
Now I have the double voice.
Double voice.
Krillin?
Would it help if I just spoke like this all the time?
What's wrong? Why are you getting so excited? Goopo. What's happened? It's Grandpa. He's in the Moogle village. Huh? Moogles can all communicate through telepathy.
You call hive mind?
And they're far apart, they can keep in contact with their minds. Man, pretty far from here. Plus, the Windrake is too tired to fly. That means, I see, thank you. Says he can go, but only once. You're certain that's alright. Oh, I messed up.
Casting some time magic to redo that.
Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. We just regularly rip holes in the space-time continuum here.
Okay, but what is Eddie doing in the space-time continuum?
Eddie?
Yeah, it's Eddie's in the space-time continuum. It's a phrase that I have mostly only heard of that one specific joke, so... Yeah.
Huh. I have never heard of that.
It's because you get eddies in the water, which are like a sailing term for, I don't know, something to do with whirlpools or tides or
yeah,
something. Who cares?
Yeah, the little whirlpools that show up when a boat goes through the water. They talk about it in the book version of Hitchhiker's Guide in the Galaxy, and Arthur didn't understand. So he goes, "Why is Eddie in the space-time continuum?"
A Moogle costume? Try it on? These were...
Furry.
Moogle costume was awesome in Final Fantasy VI because it gave you so much magic points.
Yeah, you could actually get a status effect that turns you into a Moogle, and it gives you like access to certain equipment or something.
Elven Mantle. Fuck yeah.
Of course, you could also just give that equipment to Mog.
Goopo. So it's like that one moon in Super Mario Odyssey. Goopopo. Yeah, we've been through this. Huh? Noise? Gee, where is the Moogle's Forest anyway? Hmm? At the nose? What the? Okay. Good Popo. Grilly. Grandpa. How did you find us? The Muggles told me where you were here. Grandpa, we should hurry back to the castle. Windrake. Okay, bye.
Kirby noises.
I'll take the Windrake back to his roost so he can rest, okay? King Golf! Let's imagine that being said 6 times in succession. Thanks for holding down the fort while I was gone. King Golf!
What's the situation with X-Staff?
There's been no activity since the barrier went up.
I see, and our troops?
They've been almost entirely wiped out by excess monster hordes. Sorry, sire.
Damn, should have hired better than level 1 soldiers.
Yeah? I thought you were just some crazy old man. Never said anything about being a king.
Well, you know, it just never came off.
And also amnesia. This sure is a surprise and a half.
Good job, man. Go get some rest. I wonder what's for dinner.
Yes, sire!
But what is it? You've still got that funny look on your face.
That's just his
Did you
face.
pick up a clown class? Is that the job you have equipped? Clown?
It's you, a king. I still can't go over it. That's all.
What, you saying I'm not the epitome of kingliness? So, fun fact, I thought that word was pronounced epitome when I was a kid, and I'd never
Yeah.
heard it said.
I thought it was
What?
when I read it.
Hmm?
Just kidding. It's gonna, I just better mind my P's and Q's around you, King Golf.
Listen up, before you know me as a king, you know me as a friend. Just golf is fine. I'll take the Triforce of Courage to protect. Oh, sorry.
Understood, just golf.
Don't push it, kid. You're in Baal. Bad jokes like that will get you punished.
Laugh
Laugh, Jack. Ho, ho, ho.
Aw. Rah, rah, rah.
Ha, ha.
Don't forget to take the teleport spell with you. And it's right here. Hero Cocktail. Totally blocking the big bridge. There's no way you can get near Ixteth Castle. The Moogle. What a mysterious talent. Just hit this and you'll get a sword. Same big heart as the king. Whatever, I'm just gonna nap now.
The stream immediately ends because you just go to sleep.
Ooh, save point. Door in the basement won't open. That means it's going to open eventually. It's at the top of the tower cry. King Golf has returned, so I don't know things will turn out alright. Yeah, about that.
Anyone remember therapy buddies? The like weird toy things you'd hug and they'd let out a high pitched "Everything is going to be alright" and they let the air out? And they remarked he's like, oh yeah, they get reducing anxiety.
So I didn't have
Something
that,
they
but
said was made up.
I had this like dragon toy that you squeeze, and like when you
It makes
squeeze,
dragon noises.
and when you scream, and when you let go, it let out a scream noise.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I had a couple of dinosaurs that did that as a kid.
Yeah. Fuck these. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Nope, nothing in the clock.
It's always the same time.
Not long after she was born, Achilles' parents went to save a Windrake in Glaunesia Desert. They were never heard from again. Whoa! Getting a prize. Found the greatsword lying in the water. Need to change to a job that can use it, mind. Not that one.
Strange woman lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for system of government.
.57 power compared to 43, this next highest sword. But I'm gonna keep him as a ninja. God, that guy was speaking the truth in Monty Python.
Yeah, the whole anarcho-syndicalism thing, you know?
Yeah, he was... Yeah, that was a pretty good form of government, honestly. None of this 4 years with one guy crap with a chance to extend it to another 4 years. And all the other crap that's with the US government.
I mean, get rid of gerrymandering, get rid of, entrenched power systems such as families that just pass on political legacies down the line, regardless of actual political talent.
Yeah, but
Generally,
the problem
it's
is, if you
capitalism.
give any force you give that power to stop those things, they're not going to give that power up.
Yeah.
Ooh, wizard's hat. Ooh, gauntlet. Blue warrior's about to die. Dark Legacy. Did they ever figure out how to emulate the Nintendo 64 Gauntlet game? I know that's been a problem for the longest time. Okay, just making absolutely sure. Do I want this? I need to level up Bard more.
You need to put your bard through college.
The Bard College quest where you do not do anything Bard-like in Skyrim. Hidden staircase. They're telling me this now?
Wow, that blows.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
this is endgame, right?
We're in the second world. Okay, Angel Robe. Apparently it's chemist only. But it protects from poison. Welcome, come right in. Don't interrupt me while I'm working. Fine, I'm not in the habit of giving gifts like this, but here you go. Lamia's harp.
It's our harp now.
Oh no, what did I miss by the way? I forgot to ask that because the game just now told you explicitly about optimization
So
and
there's
about
Curly.
like what it lacks.
She picked us up at the Moogle Forest, and Golf is king here.
Oh,
And there was a whole comedy routine with Bart's and Golf.
nice. Now, do we go to Golf's dungeon to steal an item past another strong enemy that we just had to
Locked
run
from
away
the
from?
inside. So these guys are all like have a level divisible by 5. And
Huh.
I am so regretting not having level 5 death right now. They give a lot of money, don't give a lot of experience, and give a lot of
Also-
APB as well.
Also, their name, like, is it just French for object of art or object or something? Like, I
Yeah.
know that's a yeah. Huh.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, these guys, you can instant kill them with soft potions, right?
I don't know, but they are weak to they're level 45, so level 5 death will work.
Because I remember there's some basement that like where you fight guys like this where you really shouldn't. But if you use soft potions, it kills them right away, and that's a good way to level up early on.
There was that basement full of jackanapes that I managed to survive somehow and get a lot of good gear in it. Oh, they also have a good steel on them. But, not... Okay. Time.
Yeah, here it is. After gaining access to Gallops World, players can use the object art in the basement of Castle Ball to quickly farm ABP since they're susceptible to level 5 death. Alternatively, one can choose to throw lightning scrolls. They can also be killed one at a time by gold needles, aka soft. I was using the old dub names for them.
Yep.
Although this method is time consuming.
Yeah. It's called soft in Final Fantasy VII, I know that. Because they didn't have gold needles there for some reason.
I think they changed his gold needles because of the animation in Final Fantasy X. Made it look
Oh,
like
right.
a gold needle going into that person. Hmm. Okay. Now she's... Okay, we go over there, go up here, and we're about to get some plot. Yeah.
Kool-Aid?
My Windrake, he's dying.
What?
What? Jinx.
What happened?
He pushed himself too hard. He was wounded and shouldn't have been flying, but he took me to find you.
He sacrificed himself to save us.
Is there any way for us to save him?
Yeah.
We need dragon grass. Or dragon gas. Or some third thing.
Dragon glass? Will that heal his wounds?
Yes, however, does such a thing even exist in this world?
Back home, wind drakes always nest near dragon grass. I expect these drakes act the same. If we go to where drakes roost, we ought to find dragon grass nearby.
If that's the case then...
Well, where do we need to go?
Our best bet is Drakenvale, the old valley of wind drakes.
Oh, thank God, it's not Dragon Guard.
Drakengard's the other place. We don't talk about it much. However, no one has ever entered either of them has returned. Is Drakengard the one with the baby ending? I can't remember.
Yes, that's the one with the baby ending.
The ending's more crazy than you think. Guess that means
Yeah,
we'll
it
be the
is
first who did it.
astonishingly bizarre.
That's actually the canon ending.
Yeah, it is. Again, astonishingly bizarre.
Parts.
I mean, wasn't it originally a joke ending or something? I remember hearing it like that. Like, it wasn't, like...
Drakenvale is
Oh.
nowhere for the castle.
Oh yeah, because after
It's
it
just
happens in
called
game,
the
you get your
werewolf
last
town.
ride. You actually ride around on
A
a jet
werewolf
plane.
boyfriend there. Here's a pineapple gift from Tumblr.
A werewolf?
Oh, God.
What about the monsters outside? There are so many of them.
No worries, not if we're all on the offensive.
Right.
Together, we'll be alright.
And we'll bring back that dragon grass. Never you fear.
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause everything is gonna be alright.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, it's-
Well, I'd like to go on the quest, but it's about time we end the stream.
Gonna overwrite that. Well, yeah, to be honest, I do the same thing in games where it's really quick to save.
Yeah. Alright, so that's the stream, everyone.
Yay.
Yeah?
Remember to be courteous when you go AFK.
Remember to be courteous when you go on your bio break.
We completely messed up on saving the crystals.
Yeah, we really goofed that one up.
Really dropped the ball on that one. Just shattered them everywhere. There's shards of glass. It's wrecking our feet. At least we got the spells bio and break, meaning we can use the bathroom now.
Get sent to a fantasy world, and I have to learn the skills bio and break before I can ever use the restroom. Or shower? Would showering be a bio break? Then again, would someone shower in the middle of like a raid or something? I don't know.
I would probably do that on accident.
It'd be so funny to be like, no, I'm playing from the shower. It's run a cord in here. It's all waterproof, and you're like, that doesn't make it better.
Just the most decadent World of Warcraft player playing from a jacuzzi. Just waterproofed everything. And
Oh,
just
nice.
like relaxing with those like tiny little drinks, you know, the ones with the little umbrellas on them.
Enchant's blade to deal viral damage.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Viral
is that
damage
why
is a
you've warned
thing.
people about it?
Oh.
Yeah, they just translated poison as that for some reason. Possibly because it also inflicts the status of poison.
Yep.
Hence,
Huh.
viral.
Yeah.
Well, see you next time for, well, I guess taking the fight to X-Death.
Yeah.
Yep.
And potentially Wednesday. Something. We'll see. We'll wing
Let's
it.
take a week-long bio break from this, as they say. It's leaving our tunes logged in. And other Warcraft terms I don't know. My experience of World of Warcraft is my dad plays it. When I was living with him, I had to install updates to mods through Curse every single time there was a change to them.
Oh.
Because he never figured out how to do it. And he needed them to do raids, he just basically let them do them for him. It's like, why are you even playing the game at that point?
Wow. Wow. Wow is right.
Yeah.
Why are you playing WoW at that point? But yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. God, how do we end the stream?
I think that's a great ending. Later.
Have a good... How many days is it until the next one? Have a good half a week, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's all you get from us. If you don't watch us every half a week, we just curse you.
Powerful
Apologies,
hexes.
you know?